Alrighty, yo, what's up, guys? Sorry, I had to just wait for the delay. The lobby is nearly ready. We are going ahead with squads, it seems like, for today. Hopefully the overlay isn't going to overlap with any of the contents of the game for the spectator POV. Alrighty, there we go.
Select your hunter. You are the drop leader.
Feels weird not having Azuna set up the lobbies and stuff, but we made it through. Alright, let's get it going. I only had a quick glance at how the teams are kind of formed since squads. Flakes, the best person to DM would be Treadsy. I'm not the lobby leader, unfortunately.
Why are you so mean?
Might be a restart then, guys, unfortunately, but that's just the nature of things. There we go. Alright, now I can get a better look at who's playing then. So Shin is apparently not here for SV. Jesus. Yo, what's up, Luca, bro? Yo, what's up, Fane, dude? How you doing, man?
Very well. Showtime.
I still have the 1 minute delay, unfortunately, guys.
You are the drop leader.
Just to prevent any hassle. I don't know if there's qualifiers tomorrow, so we need to find that one out. Alright, wicked stuff. No worries, Flakes. It's all good. I saw the notorious Al Albani in the lobby as well somehow. We are in troubling times. Been in such a relaxed mode, it's going to be hard for me to amp up the energy maybe, but I think once some action starts, you know, the blood starts flowing, you know. It's just one of those things. It's been nice to you know, have a holiday. I've had a pretty long holiday basically the whole week, so
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
okay, Luca, bro. But alrighty, game one. Let's start things off. Let me have a quick look at the overlay, make sure I'm not scuffing or anything. I can move that a touch. Let's just fix that. That'll do. Alrighty, let's have a quick flick over and see how everyone's dropping. We've got Eevee on the bottom right side. We've got armors on Scav, MST. Relatively close. Everyone else is relatively healthily distributed. We've got Soul of the Hunt as well, dropping in around 30 seconds, as well as Codex as well. No, I see. Okay, he's reformed. Okay. Looking at MTV as well. Looks like Smolder's in a bit of trouble. Only level 1, unfortunately, as Broof looks for the chase. He's desperately hunting for the kill with those hammers, but hasn't been successful just yet. Shichi is also there with a little bit of a late chase. Now Baruf has to fend off against a decent amount of players, but Shichi gets a massive orb in, doing so much damage to MTV. And MG in a potential bit of trouble now as the poke keeps continuously coming in. Level 3, achieved at the last second, and still unfortunately found dead. Aside from that, I don't feel like there's any other specific moments of chaos unraveling. It looks like Kuba has found an armor as well. Oh, unfortunately, unfortunate Sachi, bro. I'm hoping that. I mean, when I saw that you guys were signed up, I was like, okay, that's cool. But I guess it's not going to happen today, maybe then, unless the sub team has to leave. I don't really know what the ruling is going to be, but I think typically they get to play the whole time. Yo, what's up, Kazara as well, dude? Got a zone pulling to the bottom left-hand side, it seems so far. 80k in this scenario are able to chill in Cold Fang, getting all that money for free. MST are fully armored up. I'm not sure if this is Hachi's new permanent home on MST, the squad at the very least, but I'm gonna have to find out as time passes. Got Yasa playing for this kind of sub team, which is obviously just a random formation of players, but you know they're still all mechanically gifted, so they have the chance to pop. We have Tredsy as the 4th man for 3LP as well, which is really cool to see. Of course, Aiden and Tredsy have been you know, long-standing players of the game. They've both been in teams for long periods of time with each other. They've been rivals at various times, and now they've found their like a new home again. It seems again with each other. So. Got Spider Brawl, Hoodis for SB. Of course, Hoodis has subbed for SB for numerous tournaments in the past, at least a couple of SNSs it feels like. Yo, what's up Dylan as well, dude? I'll try and tell him if possible. We are seeing a bit of a potential chase happening here on the train tracks. Orlando's in a bit of trouble here, knocked off at the last second. Maybe has enough of a safe haven or has bought himself enough time with the dash, but the super nice clean spike by Greed, you know, takes out Orlando's bow. Just 3 members for the moment. Probably going to be looking for res, or maybe we're going for the stick. It looks like Ash is going to be successful. Aside from that, we do see some sort of late rotations happening from MTV. They're going to have to do a bit of traversal, long traversal with the Sky Shark to get back into zone, but it shouldn't be too problematic. We do see 2 teams potentially converging on each other in mana coils. Grim already getting a decent amount of damage onto Ash. Tredsy already fending off Baruf as well on the top right side. Tredsy in a potentially sticky situation, but manages to reunite basically with the rest of the members of 3LP. Sends in a very aggressive dash along with the nade, not getting too much of a connection unfortunately, as Shichi's there now from the south side trying to get some poke in on that kind of temporary bridge. Ash has already rotated down to the south side. It's just Orlando's now just temporarily separated. He's got to find an escape here. Now he's run into SB. I'm wondering if they're going to go for the full chase. It looks like a couple more LMBs and a spin. Still like it's not going to be enough. SB do get a nice little free pick there.
Enemy Oracle is scanning.
Okay, he goes over there. A very aggressive Abyssal Breaker, getting a decent amount of damage. Just basically feathered down. Gets a nice little knockaway onto Spider Ball, taking an absolute chunk of damage. Already taking one pick to, you know, continue the chase. It seems like Gecko can't even get the Abyssal Breaker off in time. So that's another free picking for 3LP to keep capitalizing and snowballing. It feels like on any remnants of people, players, anything that they can find, they seem to be grabbing it. Day 2 mob resets are of course available. Smold has got the level 7, but the rest of, well, 2 members actually of MTP do have it. Abyssal Breaker's popped again. Aiden still with no shield, manages to dash away continuously. But I doubt it's going to be here, getting that poke in as, you know, as often as possible, as you'd expect to see from Saros. Now the rest of the members of 3LP have reunited with him. That's going to be a massive exertion of pressure after they had all reunited from 3LP. They're trying to get at least one picking here. It looks like LMG is going to be the first member down from NTV. Dowd is potentially in a bit of a sticky situation now. Tried to buy himself a bit of time with a little bit of long-range poke on the mini island, but of course with the zone closing in, he wants to make his way down there now, but Tredy's there kind of mirroring this. And there we go, right at the last second, MTV are just down to 2 members, just Trepper and Smold last alive now. Sub already there though, they have a slight minor level advantage and a couple of armors above Trepper. I guess the ulti sent by Revel with the punch as well to seal the deal on Trepper. Just left with Smold last alive. Looks like he's going to be able to skirt down to the left-hand side as a Sub and 3LP look to have a mini engagement. Maybe a full fat one here as the chase continues. The Abyssal Breaker is popped by Yasa, getting a decent amount of damage onto Tredsy now, 1 HP. There goes the Napalm as well to potentially buy a bit of space in the Abyss, but I'm not sure how much space that's actually going to buy, to be honest. There goes another Abyssal Breaker. Rebel finally getting the kill onto Aiden as well. We're seeing some crazy mirroring here by GG now. Now looking to gatekeep sub in this scenario, so everything seems to be turning back and forth. Bit of role reversal here as they look to take the anomaly down to the left-hand side again. Being gate kept continuously by GG again. Potentially Rebel might die here at the last second, I'm not sure. Wolf looks like he manages to skirt away. There goes the ulti pop by Calcio. Absolutely slicing and dicing Lizardo potentially, but GG managed to, you know, get the kill at the last second, so he does remain alive. MST are chilling on the south side. Picked up 2 kills so far. Oh, Milkcunny with the super clean dunk there. I'm surprised MST didn't expect that one. We are seeing another chase happening for Hat as well. Al-Albani in a bit of trouble, it seems like, as Kauska seems to continuously send the hammers in, which is there with the reinforcements as well with his continued LMBs and the dash forward. He manages to make his way over the wall just temporarily, but I think surely Hachi mirrors this to go for the kill. There we go. Al-Albani is unfortunately dead. Milkcunny and Jin still alive though for Hat. And there is probably there's a Chron on the north side. There's a couple of reses not too far away as well. You're looking at Shroom also taking a kill on Rebel as well, which is a nice free pickup again. SB have just got the res up at the last second. EV obviously noticed this. They're going for a super aggressive chase with the Abyssal Breaker plus ulti in. Deadbreak still probably has a little bit of breathing room with the Air Blast as well, hopefully on top. As Crouch sends it in with the ulti, there we go. Punch. Really, really clean combo there by Crouch as well. Second Abyssal Breaker is popped as the chase continues. Gecko is trying to fight for his life here. I don't think he's going to make it out of this one, unfortunately. SB again are left with 2 members, it feels like, and Hachi's now looking to get maybe some mob picks or a kill onto SB again. Battlegum unfortunately doesn't get the connection. Yo, what's up, Boosty dude? Aside from that, we are seeing about 3 teams making their way into zone. We're looking at Air Soul as well in around 30 seconds on Cold Fang. You're looking at Magnetic Vacuum on the south side, which Bao have basically free Dominion over. Picked up 4 kills so far. Armors are looking healthy again as well. Not too many mobs in that specific area of the biome though, so they may have to rotate back up to Cold Fang for a bit more mobs. There's a massive fight seems to be unraveling here between Hat and EV in this scenario. Bao looking for some potential free pickings onto Hat. They're left pretty much completely homeless as Orlando's tries to fend off EV, but Ice is basically, you know, trying to last on this island as long as possible, guaranteeing as much space for his team as possible, but Bao decided at the last second to go for the Wisp Vacuum. And again, it's going to be an ISO free farm. On the north side, we're looking at SB. They've managed to make their way up to the north side. I'm not sure if that was anywhere but here or something along those lines, but the rotation might provide them with a res on the top left-hand side. We do see a res beacon there, so... Well, they go for bottom right, but you know, we do see 2 teams in this scenario, 3LP and GG here, so still a bit of a risky prospect, but they could try it. There goes the dash avalanche play with Lamamo for the follow-up. They're getting a massive amount of damage already onto MTV, but there goes the Abyssal Breaker by Smold, getting a nice little rootage down onto Lamamo. Trifolium taking a decent amount of damage as well as Courageous tries to get a couple of LMBs in, plus the Battlegun connection. The LMB still connecting. Greed is now on 1 HP, has to try and 80 strafers or dash through Dowser, but Dowser still gets the kill as Blink tries to get another pick, potentially onto Smold if possible. In the Abyss, right at the last second, does do it successfully. Lizardo on his last legs, already found dead, with just 1 member left for GG now. The Dowser tries to go in for the kill, but MST are just absolutely feasting on any sort of remnants they find of any team. And it looks like, unfortunately, Dowser is also found dead as well. On the south side, we do see Trepper has made it out, already making his way over to the Crown. There is, you know, a big portion of space on the south side. There's a lot of teams, you know, looking at the minimap, have rotated up to the north side now. So I imagine there's going to be even more action brewing here. As SB managed to get the res off, it looks like. Well, 3 members are back, let's say, as Trey Enthusiast is in a little bit of a troubling situation. Calcio trying to get the kills if possible. Has to, you know, turn around and instead look to the other members of ATK. They are managing to hold their ground with the bonfire that they've got in place. As a sub tried to posture over it. Rebel goes in with the meaty punch onto ATK to start things off, plus the Abyssal Breaker follow-up. They've got ATK on the back ropes, it seems. They've lost a lot of position already as Train Enthusiast has already got, you know, his heals back for the most part. No one's been spiked so far, but they may be able to turn this around because the Oath is now 1 HP. Can they get the kill is the question as Train Enthusiast desperately tries to get 1 more LMB in, but Rebel's bought enough time with that nice little clean punch. Rebel actually kills Atsu at the last second as Sub managed to completely collapse in this scenario onto ATK, completely turning it around in such a clean fashion. They're at the apex of a turnaround as 1 spiker again seals the deal as Rebel pops the ulti, but there's a nice little dash through at the last second from 6 past noon to ensure his survival. Last member alive for ATK. Looking at the map, there was one res on the top right side he could maybe go for. It's going to be troubling though. I think there was a little bit of a dash forward by Revel as well as he gets a nice little punch. Continuing the fight, it seems like Gecko actually gets the Abyssal Breaker dunk onto Revel. Super nice job there as Hudis now tries to get a little bit more damage onto Calcio. Spider Brawl's there with the reinforcements. Yasa he has the shield up. So on low HP though, he's going to be a bit careful. It looks like Sub have managed to fend off at least that team for the moment, but EV are now coming over from the right hand side. This could be spelling a bit more dangerous. You know, they're trying to find those last couple of mobs in that day 4 mob reset, which, you know, we're already nearly at the end of. It's been a very action-packed on the top side of the map, of course, so. On the top right side as well, we are seeing Aiden beam rest as well. 7 kills picked up so far. Hat unfortunately outed last place in this scenario, as we do see a bit of a scuffle happening here between Bao and SB in this scenario. SB seems to be very fight heavy, it feels like, in this scenario. Hopefully they can make it out and finally get the res and become a final 4-man again, because it feels like they've always been fighting as 3. But the pressure's been surround sound for sure. And Shichi unfortunately gets his armor absolutely decimated by Hudis. And there goes the ulti pop by Calcio with the wings, but unfortunately doesn't get any connection. Shichi's now on 1 HP as Sub come in now for a clean third party potentially. Revel tries to go with the ulti, but that's been nice and cleanly blocked by Baruf as they're trying to fend off Sub just temporarily. You see a massive scuffle happening on the top right side as well. Let's have a quick flick over and see what's going on there. Aiden has been rezzed, of course, but EV are looking to, you know, go for that free kill if possible. Completely separated from the team. Already lost 1 member as well, Actlinks in this scenario. And it looks like at the last second they had to jump ship, and they are going for a wide rotation around, maybe for the crown, but ATK are there waiting, so Trenty has to be quite cautious here. Probably sees the audio cues and maybe wanders back up to the north side. Flicking down to the bottom left-hand side, we do see MST in this scenario versus MTV respectively, and GG. And it looks like MST have made it out of the last second. Even with the backs, hopefully they can get away. Oh, they got stopped the last second by GG, which is a bit troublesome. But they're able to skirt, you know, all the way down through the south side and hopefully make their way out. Looks like they've been able to do it successfully. We are seeing a red GA pickup, I think, for MST in this scenario as well. Yo, what's up, Luca, man? I appreciate the sub, bro. Thanks, man.
Storm tightening.
Cheers for that, dude. I'm glad you're supporting me and we're enjoying the content of both, man. As MST, they managed to maintain armors amidst the chaos. They've obviously got the Celeste as well for the shift 4. They're able to hold their ground against GG. We are seeing a crown pickup as well. Bao managed to maintain all of their armors and goodies that they've picked up over the course of the game. As Hachi tries a Battlegun connection, it doesn't get it unfortunately onto GG. Reed is already dead as the snowball, you know, is really fastly approaching, it feels like, from SB. They've already got the 4th member back now, finally with the crown. Quite under-leveled, of course, because they've been, you know, bounced all over the place, it feels. But still in the game, we are looking at Amorius in 25 seconds. And another fight potentially unraveling here. 3LP have rotated, it feels like, amongst, you know, 5 or 6 different biomes in this last couple of seconds. It feels like a 6 past noon. Sent in with the Red S3, trying to get the kill onto Trenty or any person in 3LP. But unfortunately, you know, 3LP have managed to recover from that damage. But they are being slowly gate-kept by SB now as well, it feels like, from the top side. Last member left for MTV, Smold. Unfortunately found dead as well by EV. They picked up a couple more kills now, it feels like, in this scenario. Already at 5. Looks like GG are also in trouble. It's just Courageous last alive, chilling in bush, I'd assume, or looking for a back. Armor repairs are coming in as well. ATK circling around to the top right side, and 3LP probably have to decide on which sort of angle they want to take to get into the zone. Yo, what's up, Spro, man? Thanks, man, thanks. We are seeing the walls being built up by SB, trying to, you know, guarantee a bit of territory against MST, but they've made their way through, though. It was like I'm watching, like, The Walking Dead or something. Some zombies are encroaching upon some house, man. It's scary, but Bao there. They're trying to get some poking onto SB as well. Ash is going pretty aggressively, skirting around through the left-hand side. Gecko's shield is already broken as well, so if the fight continues, Gecko could potentially be in a bit of trouble. Can't even block the Abyssal Breaker, so SB taking a mountain of damage. Gecko already found out at the last second. Spider Brawl on his last seconds as well, as Calcio tries to get a bit of damage in with the ulti plus wings. We are seeing a crown pickup as well by Yasa, trying to do a bit of magic there with the squid play. Unfortunately, they do not get the crown pop, but they still got at least 1 kill. GGR unfortunately outed, so Courageous was found in the bush at the last second as Deathbreak Pops it ulti at the last second to go down to the bottom right-hand side. He's got a little pocket of space there, but he's going to have to do a wide circle around or something along those lines, meaning he's going to take a bit of zone damage, but hopefully can make his way out. As we do see Aiden also dying shortly afterwards. MST looking to get a bit more damage, potentially onto 3LP, but I don't know if they can actually do it or not in this scenario. There goes the Avalanche pop. The Beruf special classic, unfortunately not turning anyone into a snowman. The MST are already rapidly running out of space. Hachi already found dead. Blink now on his last legs. There's a bit of portal play as well. Maybe he bought himself a bit of time. Potentially Blink can get on this scenario, but Maruf is looking for the chase. And he's caught them between a wall. Blink is likely to be dead with one dash, or LMB does get the kill. Kalskin has made his way out though with the red GA. Maybe he can do a wide circle round, given enough time though, but considering the amount of teams that are around him. And there's also a crown on the top right hand side, which is probably going to go for, or he's going to jump over the wall with the pad. I think he saw a team there, so he decided he couldn't do that. So maybe he's going to dash down to the bottom right-hand side. But if he does that, he's going to meet SB. He is absolutely homeless right now. But maybe if he just chosen the center, he's okay. I'm not too sure. Depends on where the pressure is going to be applied for. Does go for the crown play right at the last second. Has to fend off ATK just temporarily, but now he's met by Eevee as well as the Abyss Breakers popped by Raxa. They're trying to get the damage if possible. Maybe Kaos can linger long enough or cause enough chaos. He looks like he's hunting for the kill. On to 6 past noon. Gets the crown pop at the last second. There goes the chilling finale. Kuba's on 1 HP. Already found dead. Kaos is trying to stick the reses along with Hachi. I don't think they've got much left in the tank, to be honest, as Hachi tries to make a desperate skirt down to the bottom hand side. Already hit by the spike grenade. MST have lost basically all members. Yep, that is correct. MST are outed 7th place. It was a nice attempt nonetheless. But with the zone being this small, it's very, very hard to get out. We are seeing EV now try and get a free kill onto SB, which is successfully done. There goes the nice little Wisp res pickup. Sorry, a Wisp kill, should I say? It's not Iluna. What am I saying? And there goes a massive clean sended by EV, actually. I'm actually liking the amount of aggression and improvement I feel like I've seen over the past couple of scrims. It definitely seems to be like it's paying off dividends one way or another. As Sub now come down, trying to apply a bit of pressure. EV are desperately trying to get a bit of high ground or buy themselves a bit of space along with the Avalanche. I think they might have successfully done it, but Rebel's down the top left-hand side. He's also doing a bit of flanking onto ATK this time. There goes the punch, getting a nice little stun, and we are seeing a rapid dash out of the last second by the last 2 members of ATK. There goes the ulti pop at the last second onto Flakes. Train Enthusiast is now last alive. Popping the monster at the last second. There was a risky proposition, but it did pay off. SB, Deathbreak actually getting spiked as well. Surgical clean hit by Shroom there. As Akalinx looks to try and get another kill potentially. I'm pretty sure he might be successful as Baruf goes in with a super duper clean in. Continuously following it up after getting like at least 1 reset. Akalinx also getting spiked as well by Bao. 3LP in an insanely troubling predicament. And another one gets spiked. This is not what I expect to be seeing from 3LP, to be honest. But either way, that just happened. You're looking at Sub as well, also trying to fend off against 2 members. Levi last alive, of course. The Nyx is going to be surviving indefinitely with these lifesteal items, which is what you'd expect to see as Baruf gets another kill to the Abyss Breaker. Bao are absolutely taking names, it feels like. One last member, if I'm not mistaken, for EV, trying to last as long as possible. And there we go, that is Bao taking game 1. Was that 18, 21 kills? Holy schmoly.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Spro, I'm surprised you're not playing today, man. I was looking for your name, like, oh, maybe he's playing with Hachi on the with the sub team. I don't know. Just taking a bit of a break there with my voice. I've got to try and make sure I'm a bit more measured, of course, with it being squads. It's just constant chaos. I probably only went too hard in the paint, honestly, for game 1, but it is what it is.
Select your hunter.
Very well. Showtime.
You are the drop leader. Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Game 2, we have at least one team dropping a Morton, it looks like. We've got Armors on Dawn Caps, we've got the Codex dropping near Wraith's Row. We've got Oracle Immunity as well, not too far away from that on Machine. Let's see how this game is going to unravel. Game number 2, EV seems to be the team dropping a Molten. We've got potentially two teams relatively close to each other. No, it's actually the same team. I've got to keep an eye on the, of course, the amount of crosshairs. With it obviously being squads, I've got to count one more. Looks like they're going for 80k, going for the Cold Fang drop, it looks like. Oh, I want to get past this kind of a tornado. It's obscuring the screen. We can see Hat and MST trying to farm up mobs, of course. They've got the level 2 advantage at least in this scenario. As MST trying to get a bit of farm, maybe go to the water to the right hand side. It's going to be the classic race row mirror farm when two teams drop here. On the top side, we're seeing sub as well with the free armor pickups, uncontested. Not sure how that's going to change as people get a bit more acclimatized to squads. We are seeing SB, they're getting the backs, and so Sprokane is now subbing for SB as their fourth. It was Le Smolder, if I'm not mistaken. Sprokane is decent, getting a decent amount of poking onto MTV to start things off. We got the Saros originator, at least in EU. Sprokane, of course. Maybe teaching Dowdzer a lesson here. I'm joking, of course. Dowdzer is a crazy Saros in his own right. But you have to respect the originators, man. At least in our small scene in the EU. Somehow Spro saw the light. No, literally. With that character.
Storm tightening.
You're seeing a mirror this time by Spider Brawl and Bao. Ash is looking to get some potential free pickings, but there is a dash over the wall potential action that can happen here. Even a potential catch out of Sprokane does get the back at the last second. Deathbreak getting a nice little punch, continue a bit of damage onto Baroof, but he's managed to tank the majority of it. Spro's now on desperately low HP. He's going to hopefully have some heals as Baroof tries to get the finishing blows. If possible, Deathbreak also super low as Orlando's is there trying to get a couple more LMBs, and if possible, it gets the spin that forces Deathbreak away at the last second, which means his punch doesn't connect, and it looks like Orlando's might be able to get 2 kills here, and Spro manages to escape with a slither of HP, but of course Orlando's just have the B-Hop tech. Win rings obviously provide an extra ample opportunity for Sprokane to accelerate the distance between himself and Orlando's. Yo, what's up, Zodag, bro? And maybe Sprokane has successfully done it. No, Orlando is saying I want round 2. The Orb has done a nice little connection there. Plus 1 Iron Breeze just leveled the playing field with those 2 skills. So that has definitely forced Orlando to just shoo for now. But I reckon he'll be back at some point. We are in a very troubling situation with just having 2 members alive. There is a res, or 2 reses on the top right side. I'm wondering if Spider-Ball is actually going to go for the stick, or just go for like a wide rotation with the Sky Shark. Is there going to be a long chase here? It looks like there might be a potential chase. There's a little bit of a lead, though, that Spider-Ball has in this scenario. Aside from that, we are looking at Bao, and in this scenario, Hat, maybe looking for an engagement. There goes the hook to start things off. A couple of LMBs doing a decent amount of damage to Ashe, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, it's Shichi then, right? Is it still... Yeah, it is. Bruce already gets the kill onto Alabani. The Trinity Finale is already popped as well. It's forced away 2 members down to the south side. There goes the pull-in as well at the last second. Oof, knock away into the wall. Cat Heist has nowhere to go, unfortunately, in scenarios. Orlando's survives an extra period of time, but Jinnen gets at least 1 kill there. Nice little knock away as well to temporarily grief Bao, but Shichi's looking for the kill if possible. The killing blow. Don't think they're going to even need to do anything, to be honest, in this scenario. As Bao take a couple more kills. We are hitting a res on the left-hand side, so they're back again as a full 4-man.
Enemy Oracle online.
We're looking at GG on the south side. MTV looking for a backup onto Chaos Steps. Another fight seems to be unraveling here. This time Bao and MST. They've already picked up 1 kill, it looks like, as MST are in a majorly troubled situation. Kuba is also probably cooked here. Just 1 member alive now, Kausk, has hopefully got to find a way out. The pot's just been placed there by the man up above, it feels like. Ooh, Flashy with the nice little spike there with the R&B onto Jin. There goes the little EMP nade, not getting a connection. Cat Heist. Get a nice little pull at the last second onto Hudis. They're trying to get the spike if possible. Some decent feathering going on by Hudis to start, to continue things as the fight progresses. Major scuffage for day 2, but hopefully the game doesn't crash. And there's Oath doing Oath things to Jewel. That's why Jewel is not really viable in EU. That's why. We're seeing it pulling onto Hudis at the last second. There goes the chilling finale pop with Bruce as reinforcements to knock off sub in this scenario. Calcio still managing to survive there, getting a couple of NMBs whenever possible on that Mercury. The Abyssal Breaker spike was attempted by Bruce, but they still got the kill. Shichi getting the credit there in this scenario. We are seeing Orlando's getting a decent amount of damage along with Shichi. Hudis is looking to desperately get the kill or resets onto Shichi, but he might have created enough distance. Actually gets the spike onto Hudis at the last second. Really nice turnaround as we flick over to the heart. It looks like Hat, again, also lost 1 member, looking for the second hot res. It feels like maybe SB can farm up a little bit more kills here, potentially, if they want to. On the right-hand side, we're seeing another fight unraveling here. This time through LP, getting a couple of kills again onto MST. MST having an extremely rough early mid, but it feels like with squads at least, teams can come back in a more significant way. Step Break looks to get an air blast kill potential to Cat Heist, but dashes away that momentum at the last second. Sparrow's looking to get the circle in. R&B just get a couple of connections. Abyssal Breaker's also popped by Gecko, not really getting a connection onto Cat Heist.
Slings have spawned.
We are seeing Jin also going down to the south side, kind of go for a kind of a split. Diverting the attention away, it looks like, as Bao. We're doing a bit of damage to the Mecha booster Abyssal Hatchling, but now they've had to avert their eyes onto 3OP. Is there looking to pepper some damage onto a Bao. They've done a pretty good job so far as the Spike Grenade plus Chilling Finale is potentially about to get a connection, but Akalink's blocked that one with the wall as Orlando's goes in with the reinforcements. Abyssal Breaker is now popped by Aiden doing a decent amount of damage, and Bruce returned the favour as Shichi gets 1 kill onto Treadsy. Sprokane actually killing Alabani as well. And the spins are coming out from Orlando as it looks like Aiden has not much survivability left in this scenario with the Nyx. Very, very hard character to continuously fend off. He's done as good a job as you could hope for, to be honest. Even with the dash down to the south side, Shichi does get the fun of, killing blow. Akalink's now last alive as Bruce is hunting every bush. Maybe he's not picked that one there for some reason. Decided to go down to the south side. Has not found any results yet with his inspections. And it looks like he's actually given up on the chase. He's gone cold on the scent, so that's a very lucky, slimy escape there by Akalinks. Again, we're seeing I don't know, some sort of like Mario-esque chase, Mario Kart-esque chase hit going on here by ATK onto a Hat. As Jin goes in with the dash onto Train Enthusiast, but Train still gets the spike, unfortunately. And we are seeing a Train res as well to kind of reset things again. Hopefully Hat can find some... there's a whole bunch of biomes on the south side that teams could be farming here for extra free XP. We'll see if that's what they're going to go for. So Aiden, 3OP have managed to get the res, but it looks like Aiden is completely sandwiched here. He's Panini pressed, it felt like, as Shroom gets another... is dumped at the last second, or killed, spiked, should I say, as Akalinks tries to make his way out in this scenario. It looks like Treadsy has the lead going down to the south side in this scenario. Of course, the Train res is another option that they could go for. Night Stalker Soul just above Prisma Falls in around 30 seconds, along with Air Soul just below Underopt. So I assume a lot of teams, especially Bao, are going to be circling around those. Deco, I believe Jhin is not banned, but I look at the rules at least. Jhin is not banned, so I don't know if that's just Treadsy forgetting, or maybe it's just a thing in trios that he's more problematic. I don't know. Well, if he's banned, okay, fair. The Kazaro knows then. When I looked in the list, it wasn't there, but I could be wrong. Like the rules thingy.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Like the settings page is what I meant to say. You're seeing Bao applying a heavy amount of pressure onto MSD. The Chilling Flurry also popped, returned by Hachi, but he's not on solid ground, unfortunately, and he has to cancel it early, not getting barely any value. Already found dead. MST are now, scurrying away, it seems. They're fending them off decently well so far, but I don't think they've got much survivability left in them. Ashichi tries to get the potential last-minute spike, but does allow MS2 to escape. The Air Soul is still up for grabs now, which Bao are probably going to be picking up any second. On the top left-hand side, we are seeing Sub going all the way up to the top left-hand side, trying to get some potential pickings onto SB, but SB themselves actually get a picking onto MTV. Just Dowd's the last alive, looking for the train res, I believe. On the bottom left-hand side, we are seeing 3 teams with that super-duper, crazy wide rotation. Europe down on the south side, still pretty under-leveled. Bit of a mixed bag across the board, though. Abyssal Breaker nearly gets the spike, but somehow there's a mantle from Training Enthusiast that allows them to survive. We are seeing Hat as well, potentially lurking on the left-hand side, looking for a sandwich opportunity onto ATK. But somehow they're managing to hold their ground. 3LP obviously looking for the XP, which they desperately need. Shroom and Aiden respectively. Shroom the most, of course, not even having the level 2 ulti. Dowdza gets a kill onto Spider Brawl as well to start things off. It looks like maybe on a top left-hand fight. We're looking at Red GA on Manacles. 3LP, sorry, EV have first dibs on it. We are seeing a wide flank rotation here on Albani, potentially getting caught up, but a nice little Ice Wall forces at least one member away. Albani unfortunately found dead.
Oracle is scanning.
We're seeing some potential portal plays. A Flash Brush actually goes for a wide rotation here, maybe to get some crazy value. As long as the sub kind of reinforce this, they can really capitalize on it, but they decide against it. It goes back through his portal at the last second, which is an interesting play. I think that was actually a cool play. They could have really done something with that one, as Shichi actually gets a kill onto Hachi at the last second. Soul is constantly TPing to the left-hand side, it feels, which gives ATK kind of free dibs on it. They've picked up the Soul. The dunk misses. The Abyssal Breaker. The root misses from Kudis as well. Actually gets some decent value on his own Abyssal Breaker, but maybe not enough to get crazy damage follow-up, as 3LP have rotated again. Really, really far, it feels like, and wide. In squads, it feels like this continuously happens. Now they're looking for some, free pickings this time. Onto Sub. Looks like Kudis is in a bit of trouble, potentially. Gets spiked at the last second. Treadsy finding that kill. The heart is not too far away. It's Night 4, though. Sub would take a lot of damage, potentially, if they did go for that endeavor. You're seeing a crown pickup as well to try and get Al Albani back for EV. Oh, sorry, for Hat, sorry. Trapper finds a kill onto Flakes. Calcio trying to get the escape. There goes the Abyssal Breaker. Nice little dash shield bash by Yasuo with the follow-up, but the Ice Wall by Akalinks has bought him just enough time to get out of town. You're looking at Aura of Revival in the bottom right side as Bao look to apply continuous pressure onto MST again in this scenario. MST picked up 3 kills so far. Aiden starts things off, forcing the Abyssal Breaker. Got a nice little shield bash onto a Hachi. Oh my god, absolutely caught up with the Napalm combo on top. Really nice clean play there by 3LP. You're seeing a potential big catch out here as well, unfortunately, onto ATK by MTV. Doing a really good job so far, but Training Enthusiast gets a nice little spin to get that kind of heal off as well. Atsu on 1 HP is Hudis. Looking for the kill. Oh, the Mortos spike! It wasn't a Mortos. Was it a Mortos spike? I'm not too sure. It looked like it. Maybe it was an LMB by Hudis. I'm not too sure. Either way, GG are outed. We're looking at Hat as well, struggling. Milk Honey has to take the rails down. Going for wide rotation. Small just trying to follow this one up if possible.
The Lava Baron has arisen.
You're seeing a very aggressive rotation as well by MST with this wide flank around onto MTV. The Roar has already been popped as Blink tries to get a bit of damage in. Already out of armor as the Dowdza is getting that monstrous poking onto Blink. 1 HP. It looks like yeah, Subba found 2 kills though amidst the chaos. They're trying to find this last picking onto this Oath if possible. He's healed up a decent amount of damage so far. The Mortar nearly would have got the connection, but Kausk again is last alive for MST. Looking for that crazy wide rotation, but Yas is there with the chase. Fortunately, he can't continue it too far, because if he does, it's going to be running into Akalinks, which he's done so far. His shield bash did a bit of damage, but the trees have scuffed him even further, it feels like. The Napalm's already been dropped along with the Mortar. He's running out of space rapidly. There goes the Abyssal Breaker. Dash through, knock into the zone with a couple of LMBs by Treadsy. Taking down MST, 8th place. We are looking at a crown pickup by Smold. 1 minute 15. The Mortar nearly getting the potential spike down to Smold, or at least a bit of damage. We are seeing a res attempt that is successful on the train by Hat. As the Ching finale is popped again by Al-Albani, not getting any value, unfortunately. Spurkane gained the kill credit. Nuke has also been destroyed and destroys the SP's bot in this scenario. S3LP are now in a troubling situation themselves. They've had to pick up a crown, going for their own split attempts at survival, as Milk Honey was looking for the dash hook, but unsuccessfully. A little bit out of range. Treadsy has found a safe haven just for the minute, looking for a back as the dash comes in, cancelling that back, and now he's had to run past EV in this scenario. Looks like they've created their own Corsair PC on the bottom left-hand side, with the amount of fans they have there. As the Chilling finale is popped again, this time by Akalinks, last member alive, 4-3 LP, but is absolutely caught in the middle of that sandwich, have nowhere to go. Milk Honey has picked up a crown again, trying to pick up Al-Albani. And no one dies to the train, I'm surprised there. I feel like Magical had the whistle ready somewhere. Gecko does get a kill onto Crouch though. Smold finding who this as well at the same time. Chilling finale getting decent amount of damage. A nice little punch to knock everyone down to the south side from EV. SB looking to completely dominate this space, which I feel like they've done successfully. Rax has blocked the majority of damage, but his shield is now finally broken. This is now free pickings for Bao, and if they do get this kill, it's going to be obviously a red GA pickup as well, which is really, really opportune for Bao. But you see another scuffle happening on the north side as well. It looks like Hat, 22 seconds. Cat Heist is trying to buy as much time as possible, gets a nice little raw connect, and major damage potentially onto Dauda, but he's done the portal play down to the south side. And they do get the crown play right at the last second, which is really, really clean stuff. And we are seeing someone, or Flash in this scenario, trying to jump into the Eevee's lair, or sorry, Hat's lair. I keep saying Eevee for some reason, but they do get that final kill. We're just left with 5 teams. Res attempt by SB in this scenario. Looks like they're going to be successful at the last second. Spider-Bot is back in the game, but Deathbreak is 1 HP. Looks like Bao slightly overchased this one as Orlando's finally dies, but of course with the red GA and 4 people standing on it, it's basically an instant res. Deathbreak gets a nice little heal at the last second, but Roof knocks Deathbreak off at the last second. Spurkane's trying to get that extra important poke potentially onto Bao. But Bao found that new space now on the bottom left-hand side. There goes a new bond setup. Deathbreak is full healed as well. On the top right-hand side, we're looking at Eevee. Dauda went for the portal play. Ooh, right into the Devil's Lair, it feels like. And unfortunately, MTV are out in 5th place. Just 4 teams left now. On the bottom right-hand side, we are seeing Hat back as a full 4-man again, of course. SB looking to zone them out if possible, but they have to be a bit careful because if they just keep continuously only looking south side, of course, Bao maybe have free pickings on sandwiching them. So they have to keep rotating around quite cautiously here, which they've done a pretty good job at so far. Looks like a nuke's been dropped. Bao looking to try and play some mind games. It looks like as SP potentially get caught out. They're running out of space now in this scenario. Hook gets the connection at the last second. And they don't get the dunk onto Gecko, so he manages to survive, which is really, really clean play by Gecko with that feathering. And now he has to fend off against Bao temporarily until his dash is off cooldown, but he's already used the dash as well, so now he's running out of options rapidly. No armor left. Pops the Abyssal Breaker, doesn't get a dunk either. The zone is going to finish him off. And Spider-Ball looks to go for the rest stick. Oh, decided against it. Of course, the end game zone is going to be doing way too much. I believe SB have already used this res, if I'm not mistaken. No, but yeah, I'm not sure. Unless Bao used it, I can't remember. It's Bao or SB who used it. So Milk Honey looks to get the dunk if possible, but can't do too much there in the end. Not being at the 70% threshold. Its Cat Heist is on 1 HP, dashing to the right side at the last second for a last second hurrah. Can't do too much more there, unfortunately, as Milk Honey is now last alive for Hat. Dies to the trade, unfortunately. That is Hat, unfortunately, out in 4th place. SB are back as a full 4-man. They had their own res on the top left-hand side, along with a chunker cannon to guarantee that could happen. Yeah, exactly, Fane, man. They can look at everything in store, dude. Holy. Got the vacuum, red GA. EV are looking pretty healthy though so far. They've picked up 10 kills themselves. SB picked up 14 if I'm not mistaken. As SB looked to go for the... Oh my god, that Abyssal Breaker was... super duper clean from Gecko there. Absolutely chunking every single member of EV. And now Bao looking for free pickings. They've tenderized the opponents. At least at the start. There's at least one whisk. Price at the last second. Olunda has pulled it away for some reason. There's a rest stick, a desperate one at the last second, but Shichi has forced off Levi, unfortunately. There gets a nice little knock away by Shichi. Deathbreak sends it with the ulti, getting a surprising spike actually onto Bao. They've lost one member now. Bao needs to add a leg. There goes the arrest stick by Baruf with the drop. SB can't stop this one in time, so they're going to be back again as a 4-man. EV are also out in amidst the chaos. SB picking up a couple more kills there. Oh no, Spider Bro! You'll see Spurocane unfortunately losing the armor instantly to the Raws. Gecko also in a very troubling predicament as well. Had to pop the Abyssal Breaker on half HP. Same with Spurocane. There goes the dash send in with the chilling finale. It looks like Spurocane couldn't find that small little space there to hide behind the res. And it looks like Bao going to be taking game 2 again very, very shortly. Unless Gecko pulls off an absolute miracle with this crown play. Has he got something for a spike? Unfortunately not. I'm pretty sure he already used Abyssal Breaker, so that is Bao. With, again, a crazy, crazy game. Was at 20, 31, 35 kills. Wow.
Select your hunter.
Very well. Showtime.
You are the drop leader. Abyssal hatchling
Alrighty, let's get into
incoming.
game 3. Armors on Gridlock. We have Soul of the Hunt as well up for grabs. Soul of Affluence as well. Two teams seem to be dropping Scav and a wide rotation from 3LP. Maybe looking for the Gridlock rotation with the Sky Sharks. Looks like a sound play. Bao are taking over Heart, it seems like. Also going down to the south side for Prisma Farm. As we do see SB relatively close to MTV. Like we've been seeing this situation before, I think maybe in game 1. Eh? How did that scuff? I even heard the noise. Interesting. MTV relatively close to sub as well. So desperately need to find farm quite soon. But 3LP are already going for a bit of split farm here, which is going to reduce the amount of farm, of course. Shogi's still up for grabs though, so they're going to be at least probably like level 3 or 4. Unless MST just chased them out of town, which might be the case, as Calcio's in a little bit of trouble here, but hopefully he can escape. 3OP look to be forcing out Flakes as well from ATK. Because he goes in with the aggressive dash. Of course, Flakes has nothing in the chamber, of course, being only level 2. Maybe he can get a crazy last-second spike, but that's not even going to be enough, as ATK now have to look for a res, which of course is not going to be too far away for ATK. They're probably need to get the stick in as soon as possible to try and get the levels from the books, etc., and the mobs, to get the advantage of that level 7 if they wanted to look back onto 3OP, but of course they're going to have the armor advantage, which kind of makes things a bit difficult. Zone is pulling to the left-hand side, as we can see. SP going for that kind of split farm across multiple biomes, it feels like.
Enemies have captured a soul.
He is playing. Your eyes do not deceive you. But this is like a very, very slow early game, to be honest. Compared to the previous 2 games that we've seen, we only had one little mini... well, like 2 interactions, I feel like, and they were very, very small.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
Kalska's trying to get some damage potentially onto anyone if possible. Kalska's forced away Flashy completely now at the last second.
Enemy Oracle online.
Oh, the drive-by spike is crazy work. Holy schmoly. Yeah, I can have a quick look at Hat, but you can see that they're on the bottom left of the map. There is no one around them, unfortunately, so, you know, I can only cast where the action's present, you know? If they get involved in something, I'll try and cover it if possible, as I do with every team. I can't just show any bias or favoritism, you know? I've got to give everyone a fair representation. On the outskirts of the zone, we do see Spider as well, trying to get some last second farm, of course, being able to back is going to be a big boon for him, of course, in this scenario. Just going to be able to back in the bush, chill with his team on Vanegrove. We do see 2 to 3 teams potentially converging upon each other. Bow on MST. This Kuba's now on the Saros, trying to get some poking. Gets a nice little spike onto Orlando's at the last second. There goes the orb pop, getting a decent chunk of damage onto Bow. Bruce probably has to back off now. He's a little bit glitched into the wall at the last second. Oh, they might be able to turn this one around. Bruce has a little bit of shield left. Hopefully he can survive this one, but one nice little last spin from the Beyblade, aka Blink. Does get 1 kill onto Bow. And the Chilling Canoe has now been popped by Hachi. Kauska's there with the reinforcements to tries to get a nice little bit of heals at the last second. A couple of hammer exchanges as well. The spin's already been used by Orlando's as well. But now it's basically out of all evasive maneuvers possible as Kausk and Blink look for the chase, the finishing blow onto Orlando's. But it looks like he's going to be able to make it out of this one. Got that slow heal. Back to full HP now. Seems balanced. SP looks to get a bit of damage potentially onto MTV. Gecko with the kind of feathering down. Finally jumps down at the last second. SP don't have the level advantage. Well, they had Gecko the level advantage.
Hatchlings are spawning soon.
On the bottom right hand side, we do see 3OP and EV in this scenario as well. You don't need it to be on screen. Fair enough. Just a picture in picture. I wish I could do if I had 2 cam POVs, I'd do that, bro. But it's impossible for me to do that, right? I'm only one person. Ooh, I did hear a spike at the last second. Looks like a Bow. Oh, again, it feels like they have an eternal grudge against MST. Every time I swear these 2 guys are fighting, these 2 teams. Hachi in a very, very sticky situation here. Has to pop the chain for 9 to extend his survivability a little bit longer. Even with the shift 4 on that super low ground. Has extended survivability. He actually gets the kill onto Orlando's at the last second. That has bought him well enough time. MST look for a full back here, but I don't think they can do too much more as they already got the res onto Orlando's. They're just trying to get a bit of damage with the dunk, potentially onto Baru if they're successful with it. His armor is now finally broken. Same with Orlando's. Maybe they can actually turn this one around. We do see Ash a little bit, you know, lingering in the back just a touch as MST continue to get poked onto Bow. Blink's there with the big follow-up with the ulti plus R&B and the Beyblade spin afterwards, leaving Orlando's with super duper low HP. Unfortunately, Blink is found dead amidst the chaos though. Wonder if Bow can fully capitalize on this one as Broof attempts vehicular manslaughter, but does not get the charge. Hachi's still in combustion state, unfortunately knocked away. Looks like Akalix did get the charge. Shichi now has to fend off against 3OPs. The Sky Sharks are circling around Bao. 3OP looking for free pickings onto Bao, it looks like, and Bao have to completely jump ship. The battle gun does connect, or potentially connect, nearly onto Akalix, unsuccessful. A last second escape by Shichi on the Z-axis. Unfortunately, scuffs. And yeah, he is found dead for that one. Broof has knocked away Akalix at the last second. And Orlando's has taken the Sky Shark now. Hopefully, Broof doesn't die to the train. And it looks like he's been fed to the wolves at the last second. Should just get one continued R&B onto Broof. Maybe a second one. He's a shield bash that one, but has no shield now. So is out of options. A sub come over from the right side. They themselves are being potentially pushed by MST. They managed to hold their own, it felt like, which is really good. Ice also finds Jin as well. We do see some long-term Abyss fighting, this time from Akalix. Just above that on the north side, we see SB also against MTV. A bit of fighting going on here, but it doesn't look like it's going to resolve into anything. Potentially SGG start a fight onto SB and force the sandwich, but SB are probably going to be rotating full south side. They might have to give it the position here temporarily. They've done a decent amount of damage onto Lizardo. I think Depbrix may be considering, do we go for a return in afterwards? But now with this E-Plat breaking, can potentially get some poke in. Instead, they go down to the south side with it being day 3 mob resets.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
And this team now looking to fight for some space or territory against 3OP, but they've been completely forced out. They managed to maintain armors as ATK start off another fight. It looks like getting a kill onto Sub against an Abyssal Breaker, not getting too much value. Unfortunately to MST, a spike at the last second, surprisingly, onto Akalix of all people. But their train is conveniently there for that free easy res. Looking at GG as well, looking to apply some major pressure, actually starting things off with that massive orb connection onto Sprokane, plus the dash Abyssal Breaker by Courageous, taking down one member, Sprokane, instantly. SB now have to jump ship, but there is at least 1 to 2 reses, potentially, depending on what they want to do. There's a crown on the right side, should they want to go for it as well, if they go for the wide rotation. MST looking for round 3 or 4. I've lost count already. Onto 3OP. Akalix on half HP already, as Kaus tries to get a couple of hammers in. Going for the Thor cosplay. Kuba's trying to get poking as well with those RMBs. It looks like 3OP have rotated up to the north side as we do see Bao on the right now. And SP are there on the top side. 3OP have to jump ship very, very fast and very, very safely. Hopefully they can make it out. I assume they're going to lose at least one member here potentially. Shroom. Maybe actually could turn this around if he gets the kill onto Hachi. Hachi going with the aggressive dash forward. Depbrek actually find the kill credit. Treadsy finding Hachi at the same time right at the last second as well. Shroom is rezzed as well. Back up, but Depbrek's looking for at least one auto to connect. Actually gets the ulti in the last second to kind of guarantee it potentially. As Hachi is potentially getting rezzed as MST look to kill Treadsy as well. 3OP are now just 2 members, but Shroom may be getting rezzed again for the second time. Okay, so back to 3. You're seeing Abyssal Breaker being popped by Sub. Having this kind of fight on the train tracks. Nice little punch knock away at the last second as MST look for potential free pickings onto Calcio. Abyssal Breaker's popped again by Kalsk. Kalsk is finally found dead. That Cinnamon Cocktail is not going to do anything, unfortunately, in the Abyss. Who just unfortunately misses the roots, but the Battlecom disconnects. There's nowhere to hit it upon, though. There's no mountain, so it's not going to get any value. Depbrek does get the kill onto Atsu at the last second as Orlando tries to get the root in, or the reap, shall I say. Shichi trying to get some R&B damage in onto Jin. The orb also connects, plus 1 more R&B. Hat have lost 1 member already. We are just left with Alabani last alive, chilling in the bush. There's a res not too far away, level 9. Probably a little bit under-leveled compared to the average. You see level 11s and 12s respectively, and 10s. SB tried to, keep Spider Brawl alive with this very aggressive sending to start things off. And they couldn't capitalize on it for shit, it felt like, as Gecko's also found dead. Really, really unfortunate play. I felt like the play felt very cinematic, but the value acquired was not that good. With all the teams surrounding them, it didn't feel like it was the right call, but, that's going to happen in squads sometimes. I felt like that happens a lot more in squads, but the leeway you have, even when it does happen, allows you to survive a lot longer, right? That's how it feels like, at least to me. As we do see the Chilling Finale being popped by Akalix does allow him to survive. Maybe. Oh, they get the spike Shroom. That's actually forced away Bao completely after this, as Ash is also 1 HP as MST look to try and get the finishing blow. They've actually managed to pick up armors now, looking super duper healthy. Hopefully Hachi doesn't get spiked here as well. We're trying to get that portal chief through at the last second. We do see the last member alive as well. Train Enthusiast looking for a rest himself. Alabani. Oh, there was a back on this bush as well, but he somehow managed to skirt through that one. Nice little sneaky escape. He's waiting very, very patiently. Maybe he's playing for placement points. I don't know. There's some sort of plan. The hidden genius from Al Albani will be revealed to us soon. On the bottom left-hand side, on the red drop, it looks like MTV were trying to pick it up, but MST have forced them off completely. There is a red drop on the ground, potentially up for pickings as the root does get the connection from Trepper, getting at least a one-man root. And Blink is doing major, major damage with that Blade ulti, or spin, shall I say, as 80k are unfortunately out in last place. Looks like EV are now looking for free pickings. Levi getting another spike onto MTV. MTV now in dire straits.
Enemies have captured a meteor.
Oh, but Trepper gets at least one pick onto EV. Maybe he's going to go for the god play for the 1v4.
Enemy Oracle online.
Sachi looks to pick up all the remnants of armors for his team to get, you know, free pickings here. Reset completely, hopefully. And it looks like maybe Al Albani is potentially going for the res at the last second. His patience is worn thin now, and I think he's going for the stick. It looks like Bauer and dire straits anyway themselves, as SB look to take over the bonfire. So now he can't stick it. It's the worst time to go. Oh no. I'm wondering if Spray King can force off Al Albani here. He's got the bushes for an extra bit of pressure. The Overcurrent's also been dropped. And the knockaway. They do get the res off successfully at the last second, as Hats all scurry away in their own separate directions. We are seeing the ulti being popped as well by Jin, going up to the north side. Looks like he's going to make his escape potentially as Ash also gets his own back death break. Unfortunately misses the punch. There's a nice little knockaway that allows Jin to survive a touch longer here. But Trenty's now looking for potential free pickings. There's a dash by Jin into the Meteor Beast. Unfortunately caught out still. But we do see Hats now with 3 members, so they've multiplied. 2 members. The virus has multiplied, guys. They're all going with their own bush strats now, it feels like. But they have a better chance of surviving at the very least. So, mission success in my book. We're looking at 3LP as well. It looks like SB were going to go for the bonfire initially, but 3LP have forced them off now. They have the lower ground. Deathbreak's maybe looking for that monstrous punch with all of these mountains surrounding 3LP. So he's definitely eyeing up the opportunity. Endgame has the last mob resets, of course, for the game as well. Deathbreak tries to go for the punch, gets at least one connection. Absolutely, completely suffocating Aiden there to start things off. A definitive 3v4 for sure. There's a load of damage just peppered towards Akalinx's way, but he's managed to escape at the last second, though. Sheesh. Oh, that raw combo was super duper clean there by Cat Heist. Onto Akalinx. Already fighting. Oh, and I say that, and he gets spiked just afterwards. Oof. On the south side, we do see MTV as well. MST can potentially choke them out, but EV are just to the left of them. And Al Albani is unfortunately found dead. There are 2 members still alive, though, on the top side this time. And Boxers might get the 3rd one back if they're successful. Mukoni has forced away one with the hook, just temporarily. But the napalm's been dropped to force them off as Ada's there. He's already back again as from the res. Yeah, Slug Wave's been popped, but there's not really any reinforcements, unfortunately, for Milconi. The zone is putting down to the bottom right-hand side. It looks like as Calcio's trying to get that final killing blow onto Spider Brawl. Looks like Hudis is going to be the one who does it, at least at the last second. Ooh, another spike this time. I think Hudis catching another one, but finally chunked by the Abyssal Breaker. Small getting 2 kills with that dash one across. Super duper clean. It looks like Calcio is going to be absolutely chunked. You're seeing a dash up to the north side by Yasa, looking for the res. He's got the pad play as well for his team to rotate around, which he can hopefully do as Bao look to get some potential more free pickings. Fighting in the Abyss very heavily. There goes a very aggressive sending by Yasa. Has to pop the EP out at the last second as Hat are unfortunately outed 8th place. Fight seems to be continuing here though. We do see Bao, LMG trying to get some damage off, but the Chain Finals forced him away just temporarily. Subra in a very, very troubling predicament as well. Calcio is getting a bit of healing at the last second from his own heal plus Yasa's, as Bao just gets so many kills at the last second. It looks like they're going to be picking up even more. They've absolutely demolished MST after their final round 6 combat, it felt like. On the south side, we do see Evie as well. Last member, Levi, found dead by MTV. I don't mind you guys, anyone cheering, but like just, you don't have to like caps. Don't cap spam, that's all. I don't mind if you're like talking, that's all good. Oof, we see GG as well. Unfortunately, out to just afterwards, 5th place. Yes, has picked up the Abyss Specialist as well. Sober looking to try to get the armor resets. 3LP trying to fend off against potentially multiple teams. Nice little air blasters force tread to it at the last second, getting at least a one-man route, plus the Immortor and Abyssal Breaker. But Sub have been forced away very, very aggressively by MTV. They're chilling on that kind of waterfall on the ledge. Just for the second. Europe need to be very, very careful with their rotations here. They are, you know, rapidly being choked out. It feels like Scrims just have the Dragon Breath rounds as well, but they have to make a decisive decision. It feels like the nukes might have, have forced them away at the last second. So Power up on the north side now, looking for that next circle rotation as MTV go for a full in. There's a LMG pops the ulti with the Flight of the Firefox. Not get quite into much vibe, but is forced 3LP away just temporarily again. 3LP are navigating this one very, very delicately, and it looks like they've made their way out of this one. Like, I don't worry about it. I'm not like mad or something. It's chill, bro. Don't worry. Which is just letting you know, that's all. We're good, we're good. MG's gone for the ulti again, not getting quite too much value this time, unfortunately. But managed to maintain armors on the south side. We do see Akalinks getting a kill finally onto LMG. Okiramogun disconnects by Treadsy. There goes the portal play by Shroom, trying to do a bit of cheese plays if possible. Looks like Shroom's going to get the final kill onto Dauta.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Yeah, Luco, so just a bit one-sided. 3LP are doing pretty well, though, this game. But I assume Bao are also doing really well, too. Don't get me wrong. Smod is looking for that kind, charitable donation for another kill to Bao. Right at the last second, he has done that one successfully. Mission accomplished. +1. So, but then on the south side, they've picked up 9 kills so far. 3LP, 16, 21 if I'm not mistaken. No, 23, I'm dank. She's picked up. Well, how much of Bao picked up in total? 11, 15. Bao actually not got that, as many kills, surprisingly. I mean, Luca, bro, they had 35 kills in game 2. I feel like what used to be like the barometer of a good game was like 20 kills in squads before. But I understand, obviously, the game has changed so much since then. Of course, the res beacons being so short has obviously made that change as well, or contributed to that change. Nukes being dropped by Bao onto 3LP. 3LP looking for the potential wide rotation, but maybe being mirrored by Bao. They're going to be a bit careful here. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, honestly. Tech Phones news. If it is the new team, it's going to be like a new. It's just from today sort of thing. So you know, it's not like this official news, right? That oh, we formed a team officially. Like we are called this. I think that there may be like 2/3 of them, or sorry, 2/4 of them, or 3 of them. I don't know. You know, are part of that. Are part of Yasser's new team. I don't know. Bruce is looking to stick the res at the last second. Hopefully he's successful. Brings back at least 2 members. Oh, Shroom! Who this? Oh, he misses the route as well. 80 strafing. Portal plays way by Shroom. Can he make it through? Oh, what an escape! Oh my god. He absolutely out-duped to this there with 1 HP. Holy schmoly. That was crazy. Sheesh. EMP nade. Nice little block there. I'm assuming 3LP want to like nuke or move across into new zone. If there's a oh, actually scuffed the dash timing a touch there. Might have to pay his life for it. Has to dash down to the bottom right side, but can hopefully relocate with his team. Of course, he's lost a lot of pressure with that one. A Sub actually capitalized on it very aggressively. Orlando's not been found in the bush though, so he's going to be fine. But I'll go look for the wide rotation around. Sub should ideally recognize this one and maybe rescind the pressure onto 3LP. Surprisingly, they've been permitted this one. And Orlando's can probably reunite with his team. I'm surprised he's not gone for the back yet, but maybe he's just playing a CCTV camera onto 3LP. If he waits too long, they could be in a bit of trouble here. We're seeing the root getting the 2-man stun connection with the Abyssal Breaker follow up by Yasser. They're trying to get that damage onto Bao if possible as they look for a second circle around. Looks like they're successfully going to be able to do it. And now 3LP themselves have to be a bit careful. If they wait too long, of course, Sub are just going to be behind them. Zone is pulling crazy down to the south side as well. You are seeing a two-way play that's somehow just disappeared for some reason. Okay, it's been reused again, so I'm wondering what sort of idea they have in mind here, what they want to capitalize on.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
There goes the rotation, albeit a slow one. Roof tried some magic there, but unfortunately got scuffed and then knocked back by the fan as well. Bow dropped the penguin as well to guarantee that they got space as Orlando's is there, straggling behind a touch. Chilling is popped to start things off. It looks like this is going to be the kind of definitive fight. They already get one kill. Roof actually finding Aiden from a surprising spike, if I'm not mistaken. Orlando's also getting absolutely laser beamed by Calcio. Still manages to survive. Gets a mega ton of healing, but been knocked in the zone for too long. Roof finds another kill. Shroom is not last alive, if I'm not mistaken, but actually kills Roof at the last second. We also get a cook drop. They do get the res stick, which is nicely done. Shroom, unfortunately, is found dead. That is 3LP outed. Third place. They're looking at Sub now with this kind of potential 3v2. As Hoodis just found a kill onto Shichi. And then B plus spin. The full combo by Orlando's is presented. Already used now. Nothing left in the chamber until the cooldown's off again. Nice little spinner. It provides an extra bit of survival for Orlando's. We've already used the shield bash. Orlando's can maybe turn this around. We know what Nyx can do if he gets a crazy spin off. He's full HP again. He's only hit one. Finally found dead though. He's just Roof last alive now. 4 bow. He's got the ice to just chill on temporarily. Can't pick up for Hoodis. He needs to not scuff this one. He can maybe stick Orlando's, but of course that one's no longer an opportunity. He's been scuffed by the island temporarily, taking an extra crazy amount of damage. Tries to dash across at the last second. Even dash through all the way to the right hand side, and then feathers back up. Flash is waiting though. Hoodis is baiting with the chest as well. Absolute troll. This guy. Roof's back to full HP though. Why did he do that? What is he doing? This troll play, bro. This is just Oath doing Oath things. Hoodis needs to not get spiked here, I'm telling you, man. I think that's why he's being very, not chilling in the abyss. You can tell that the Roof is hunting for it too, it's funny. Oh, finally right at the last second, Roof does die. So that is Sub taking game 3. They end off the game with 16 kills. Stretch, I needed that. Alright, I believe we are waiting for bans, so that's the main reason we're taking this kind of mini intermission. I'm not really sure if Tredsy can calculate it, or maybe Courageous is already doing it behind the scenes. There we go, that's what I like to see, Vayne, dude. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. I'm not sure if the bans have been announced yet. No, still not. Oh, is Curry just getting it in? they noticed the man, the myth, the legend. Mimes and Death are here as well. I'm not sure if they're trying out something along those lines. I'm not too sure. Okay, Spur's now trialing with Bao, I'm guessing. So he's jumping around a couple of different teams. That's why we've seen this jump around happening. For, I guess it's for a couple of people. Oath Saros Celeste. Okay, interesting. Never thought I'd see me writing Celestin. Holy. For the third ban. Trying to take a bit of a break, man. It's very, very chaotic casting squads for sure. I still think that a lot of the mentality of teams is not really adjusted since trios. Like squads in 1.0 never felt this chaotic, bro. They were chaotic, but things to me, at least in my opinion, always felt like there was a degree of measure involved. And in this one, it's just like, I legit. I can't remember. I cannot even. I lost count of how many times MTV and Bao and MST were having fights consistently. Like, I understand it's because obviously they can res as well if they lose one member, but yeah, it's weird. Oh, let's see what Al Albani picks now then.
Select your hunter.
This is gonna get rowdy.
You are the drop leader.
Yeah, Luca, it's a bit of something, bro. Smile. I don't know what it would take for the mentality to shift, or maybe it's just the game that has to shift, you know, to enable that more actual squad oriented play, right? Like there are slithers of that playstyle still there because you inherently just have 4 characters, but because everything around the game has also changed, it doesn't. The TTK and other things don't resonate the same way that they used to. I'm not saying that it's necessary. I mean, I'd say overall it's bad because the fight has just gone way too long, and the reses just don't help anything. Like it used to be before that a res would be like a definitive risk. Even early it could be risky. I don't know. It's because there's been so many changes.
Spawning soon.
It's really hard to kind of recalibrate again towards squads after all that's happened. We all know the history. I don't know. What else can we say? Alrighty, so it's game 4. Oath, Saros, and Celestial Band, as you can see in the bottom right hand side. We're seeing about 3 to 4 teams potentially dropping on Imitex. So that's a potential flurry of action unraveling here, it feels like. Oh, Shichi, dude. Thank you so much, man, for the 5 gifted, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Wicked, man. Oh, potential. Oh, 2 stacks, 3 stacks gives him the dash. Can't do too much more there, unfortunately, at the last second. SP did pick up 1 armor, though, but still a little bit under level. Gecko's holding his own there. Of course, not on the Oath anymore. Oh, Death for Rick with the punch. Come on, man. If you don't see the Bishop gain that punch and you don't make that noise, you're not a human being, man. It's just satisfying, dude. It would be like eating stale crisps forever, and then just opening a new bag of crisps and we're like, oh my god, the crunch on it. It's just too much, man. Feels good. Looks like Bauer forcing away 6 passing as well. He's looking for a little bit of a farm mirror on Iron Acres, but can't do too much there. There's about 3 or 4 teams circling this. MTV on potentially major trouble here. LMG might be the first victim, it looks like, as the Battlegun gets the connection. Blink finding at least 1 kill. Well, Cube actually got the kill credit for both of them. And we are looking at Tripalium looking for the rotation around if possible. Hopefully he can do it.
Warning. Storm closing.
Dash down to the south side. They can hopefully make it out this one. Aside from the early chaos, I think things are looking relatively smooth. You're seeing some, some wide flanking or wide farming from ATK, at least from 6 past noon. Which is probably a good idea, to be honest. Assuming the crazy thing as well is because of how many teams dropped in the same biome. A lot of biomes are left empty with all the mobs left to farm. Looks like Gecko's looking for round 2 potentially. This time, MST are going to be the opponents. Actually gets knocked all the way down full south side. Of course, with their Celeste being banned, he can return to his main. It looks like MST got at least 1 kill onto Gecko. Looking on the bottom left hand side, we do see MTV and GG. Smold managed to maintain the armor. Arcane Railgun, not that much damage. Lizardo unfortunately missing the spike grenade too. LMG in a little bit of trouble potentially. His Courageous goes for the jump in. Gets the dunk successfully. Nice little free pickings there. MTV obviously going to split their ways for the res. Of course, the res is relatively close to EV, so they're going to be a bit cautious, but they could hopefully do something with this one.
Enemy Oracle online.
Oh no, Hachi. This does not look good from the minimap. I guess Ash with the sending gets the dunk down at the last second. The hook unfortunately misses. That might provide just enough time for Hachi to get out of town, but Bruce going to be there with the chase. He's going to feather like a god. And Hachi himself is in combustion state, but I don't think anyone can really close the gap enough unless they have a battle gun or a squid. Rico's coming in as well. He's going for a very risky play there. Actually paid his life for it, unfortunately. I saw the vision, but yeah, they couldn't capitalize on it. Looks like Sub are going in for the rotation themselves as well. You see MST just above them, but the hook connects onto Blink, getting knocked away at the last second, taking an extra bit of damage. Unfortunately, found dead in the blink of an eye. MST are just now 2 members. It looks like there might be a train res, it looks like, from Kausk, jumping down to the south side. Unfortunately, GG are out in last place as well, very, very early on in the game. As we do see a massive fight unraveling here. Sub in a potential bit of trouble. Who just found dead at the last second. Deathbreaker's had to circle around, maybe looking for that kind of clean punch angle, but Spider-Ball actually finds the kill to Flashy Frost already. The Skyshock's been burned up as well, that separates all the members of this fight respectively a little bit. Calcio is found dead shortly afterwards. On the bottom right side, we do see Yasa last alive on the Ghost now. Looking for maybe the broken res. He has enough for it, so it should be okay.
Abyssal hatchlings
MST are back as a 4-4 man. Yep, so they're looking good as well. DT mob resets as well, so everyone is looking to bomb up their respective biomes. Thanks, Kazimo, for the follow as well, dude. MTV might be looking for some extra armor upgrades. They've got the key for the pickup. There we go. Got some extra goodies as well on top. You're looking at mecha boosters and, in this scenario, if I can zoom in, damage sold as well on the left-hand side. 3OP could maybe go for a rotation there with the portal if they wanted to. MST going for the late rotation down to the south side. They could hopefully reunite with their teammates on Iron Acres. It seems to be their new destination. SB start off the fight trying to get a decent amount of damage onto sub, but they might have bitten off potentially more than they can chew. They've managed to basically stay amongst each other for a decent amount of time, but now it looks like Spider-Ball's in a bit of trouble here. He's at 80 strafing really, really well so far. He's got the healer for Sproking to kind of support him at the last second. Calcia just get the hook, but gets dunked at the last second. Super duper nice play by Spider-Ball. The face to change just get the connection as well. It's likely to be Yasa dead shortly afterwards. Do this, going over to the left somewhere. Hopefully he can find an escape. There is a res mana that he might be able to get for free, I think, maybe, in this situation, unless Sproking chases this one. The Battle Bunny versus Battle Bunny matchup. To his dead shortly afterwards as well by 3LP, it looks like, as Flakes tries to survive as long as possible, but is caught in the hands of 3LP and punished. Small is looking for the back, is successfully getting it as well. Another fight seems to be unraveling here. 3LP MST in this situation as Aiden is found dead to start things off. MST have lost Blink, so it's a definitive 3v3. It looks like this concentrated area. The Wisp is also finished. They actually get the stun to Trenty as well, which might be an extra potential boon, but Kuba might have bitten off more than they can chew at the last second as Kaos continues to send in. He's had to go in for the dash down to the south side, but the second win does get the connection. We are just left with Hachi last alive now, looking to stick the res on Prisma Falls outside of zone. Surprised, I think 3LP just want to lick their wounds temporarily, get the box res, and then maybe go for the chase. It's going to be a late gatekeep if they do it, but they could still do it potentially. It's 3LP, sorry, EV and SB look for a potential fight here over the Abyssal Hatchling. Mecha Boost is on about half HP. We are seeing the Napalm being dropped. The spin, double Napalm it looks like actually. It looks like a massive catch onto Levi and Crouch respectively. Levi just making out with a slither of HP. Broof has forced away Raxor as well down to the south side. I'm wondering if he's going to go for the full chase. Raxor is unfortunately found dead, but the res is being stuck there. Back to a full 4-man again, but Mecha Boosters is likely going to be going to bow here. Really nice, clean, isolated fight from those guys. Great stuff. You see the train rotation by MST as well. You're looking at Resonating Idol and Air Soul in around 40 seconds as well. Once my camera unscuffs. 3LP, we're looking to chase that one. Remember in this scenario, Blink. Even with the ulti pop, it's not going to be enough, it looks like. On Mana Cause itself, we do see Bao with the aggressive potential in. They do get the hook connection with the Napalm combo on top. Deadbreak has managed to escape at the last second potentially. Orlando's just got the chase instantly. Even with the punch. Oh no, they actually lose Baroof because of that punch. But of course, Ash is able to stick the res. Probably going to be uncontested. Small goes in with the end. The Napalm's also dropped. Chichi and Broof all try to make their way out if possible. Ash is already caught off the leash from the battle gun, so he's able to make his way out completely safely. It looks like Hachi already found dead. Gibbed by Hat, it looks like. Ulti's been popped by Kausk, still found dead shortly afterwards. Blink is now basically completely homeless, it feels like. Trying to run away as long as possible. Can hopefully do it. On the top side, we do see Kuba. Not even going for the rest stick. Maybe they've already used that one. We do see Hat in a little bit of trouble here. Alavani caught in a very, very sticky situation. Unfortunately found dead by 3LP. Milkoni found dead shortly afterwards. Cat does get a bowler connection for a bit of extra stun or slow damage. And managed to survive, potentially live with that, along with Jin. But Acklinks is there with the chase, kind of mirroring that as long as possible. Chilling on this mini island before he dashes across. Unfortunately misses the kind of circle thingy in. I can't remember what the spell is called, unfortunately, as Aiden does get the dunk at the last second onto Jin. Dashes to the right side. Got the battle gun but can't find the connection. Acklinks is actually found dead and missed the chaos. They've painted for maybe 4 stacks, but they get the full combo. But they've used a lot of time to get that kill. Now 3LP have to go in their own separate ways. The Shroom is trying to feather along to the left hand side, which is temporarily split up MTV. And Small actually takes down another member. Actually, they lose Aid in this scenario. EV are also out at 8th place. Shroom has found just enough of a potential safe passage for a full escape. He's got the back coming in as well for an extra bit of reinforcements. Acklinks and Trenty are back in the game. Aiden's still dead. There's not really any res, surprisingly. There's one on the top side. I think they've already used that. The bottom one might be another option. They can maybe go for Crown as well. They've got enough money actually to buy a res, so they should be okay. Just need to find a shop.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Bao picked up 7 kills so far. Sub with the 3. Resonating Idol is likely to be going to them for free, it looks like.
Meteor beast incoming.
MTV looking pretty healthy with that kind of interaction they just had against 3OP especially. They were holding their ground. Really clean play. Oh! But to start things off, Sub have got the hook. They get the dunk, but it's not enough for a kill, unfortunately, after Gecko. Not on the threshold. And Sub potentially see kind of an opening because of that. They dash across at least to one of the islands. And force off SB just temporarily. They all go their own separate ways. Oh, AD was looking for the fish off the Spider Ball, but unfortunately didn't find it. Shrub's trying to get some NMBs onto Spider Ball. Looks like he's dashed himself up onto his team again as well. Reuniting with them. Oh, Orlando's getting some potential mega damage to start things off onto MTV. Calcio unfortunately doesn't get the hook connection either. Rudis is trying to go for the aggressive route, mega aggressive route onto MTV. SB they're waiting for a dunk potentially, but the E-Plat's nicely used at the last second Spider Ball. It's a bit of more they can chew. The ulti's been popped by Sprocane. Oh, and they actually lose him as well, surprisingly. So, felt like a weird scuff. I felt like the Wisp mantle, but maybe it didn't do the second mantle. Sprocane's maybe looking for the out through the portal, going down to the south side. It's a nice clean escape for the moment. We're looking at Bao as well. Rest as a full 4-man. Should she dare? Back with his team. ATK had been circling on the outskirts of the bottom right, it felt like, forever. 3OP have gone full left side, it looks like, as well. You see ATK there on the bottom right side too, temporarily. They could go for it. They're trying to get Gecko if possible, but they don't get the connection, unfortunately. Stop goes already been popped by Train Enthusiast. The hook also misses. Yasa getting at least 1 kill onto Atsu. They get the nice little nado back onto the wall from Flakes. He pops the ulti as well to hopefully guarantee this res onto Atsu. They are going to be successful. SB now potentially grief sub here. Calcio on around half HP, no armor. Who dismisses the route. We are seeing another res attempt by SB back as a full 4-man. Dragon Breath rounds picked up by Depbrek. On the top left-hand side, we're seeing massive chaos as well, it looks like. 3OP picking up another kill, it seems. Bao chilling on the island. They've lost Shichi again, unfortunately. The ulti's been popped, along with the spin combo by Orlando's. Decent amount of damage is used there, but Shroom has healed the majority of it onto Akalinks.
The lava baron will soon appear.
Orlando's tries to ensure survival, but still unsuccessful. Bao are now a definitive 2-man. They do not have enough for a res, but they do have a crown on the top right. They can maybe go for that res potentially just above them, unless they've already used that one too. ATK may go for this rotation with the portal as well, but if they do, they would be very, very close to 3OP, which is a potential risk factor that they have to account for if they have the information. We're seeing a pad play from the last alive Viruf of Bao. I think there's been just enough chaos between MTV and SB respectively to get out of here. Unfortunately, the timing scuffs. Sprocane is looking for the Wisp res. Just the wide circle around into zone. He might be successful here, in fact. Oh, but he dropped it. Hopefully he can pick it up again. There we go, Gecko is back in the game. Hopefully MTV can realise this and capitalise on it. Ulti pop up to Gecko, they are successful. Can't be rested anymore, unfortunately. Just go with the Ghost tries to do the dashing across, but MTV keep capitalising on, on every kill they pick up, it feels like. Performing pretty well. Trinity's was looking for the hook there, but was unsuccessful. We are looking at Immorius in not too long. Rufus picked up Crown, 50 seconds. Trap is trying to mirror this one if possible, but I think he's decided to jump ship. He's dropped the E-plat, so he's maybe looking for another engagement here. The nuke has also been dropped to try and zone out Baruf, but I think he's going to be okay in this situation. He's got enough space as the zone starts to pull up to the top right-hand side. Calcio is looking for something too. There's maybe a rest stick as well by Baruf, but I think he's going to have to jump ship. If he... maybe he can get away with this one. It was a bit illegal, but he's going to try it either way. Small goes with the aggressive sending to start things off. Baruf is feathering over Abyss just temporarily. 20 seconds left. He's basically just donated the broken res gold to MTV. They got Dowser back. No crown potential anymore, obviously, for those guys. Calcio might have bit enough more than he can chew here, it looks like, as Houdis. All he needs to do is be forced out, but maybe he doesn't get forced out. No, he's been knocked away. His res has been cancelled at the last second. Houdis is found out at the last second. It is just Flashy and Yasa respectively last alive. Bow back as a full 4-man though. Battlegum unfortunately doesn't get the connection. Yasa's now been met by the nice fist of Depbrek. Breaking there with the reinforcements. Unfortunately misses the route. There goes a crown pick up by Depbrek. And now they're looking to try and get that finishing blow onto Yasa. He dashes away from the ulti at the last second by Depbrek. 50 seconds left now because he got the assist bonus. Nice little knockaway by Flashy has bought him a little bit more time here, as Bao tries to get the potential finishing blow onto SB. In a decent amount of danger now. Depbrek with half HP and half armor respectively. Spricke might have to be the sacrificial lamb here. Dashes up to the north side. The Kuran's come out from Flashy Frost. He's trying to get the snipe if possible. Gets a nice little knock into the wall. There's no res anymore from the crown. Spricke last alive now for SB. Sub are outed completely as well amidst the chaos. 7th place. Double napalms have been popped. Spricke makes his way down to the south side. Bao looking for the wide rotation round top right. MTV looking to hold them out if possible. Spike grenade unfortunately scuffs. If it had the right angle, it could have been crazy maybe. Spricke looks to do a full Mario Kart lap around, which is successfully done. If he waits for the bush or something, he hopefully can be okay, but ATK will probably see him if he does this. He has to stay outside of the bush's zone. She's just trying to get that major damage in, but the hook does connect, plus the dunk. Likely to be the kill onto LMG to start things off. Spricke's managed to circle around, but if he circles around much longer, it's going to be met by a potential free kill there. And somehow he's managed to make it out. He's jumped through a whole team for free that just feels so illegal. And he's trying to do it again, but unfortunately Akalinx does seal the deal. Onto SB, out in 6th place. She actually takes down Trepalium as well. Unfortunately misses. Onto Kausk. And Bao do take out MST 5th place. The hook nearly got the connection, but MTV actually take down, or outed by 3LP if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Sitting on the south side, looking to push up against their Bao, which is potentially a bit of a dangerous situation here. Bao are pretty stacked. There goes the nuke drop. Roof tries a hook. There goes a pad play as well. They've also got the anomaly just above them, but ATK are there as well. They're going to be a bit careful about this rotation. If they get squeezed too much, it could be troublesome. Shichi is now found out. Takes the anomaly at the last second. Lucky bugger has made it out there. Oh! And Ash might be caught out of here. Oh, the punch unfortunately doesn't get the connection, but the Vortex Charm does. But he just managed to dash down to the south side. Just 3 teams left now.
Enemy Oracle online.
Looks like a red chest pickup for Atsu from ATK. Oh, big EMP nade catching out Shroom at the very least. Yeah, I can agree to some degree, Luca, bro. I mean, it's what I was saying before game 4 started or whatever it was. Oh my god, major fight. Starting things off, it looks like Training Enthusiast has already found dead for ATK. 6+2, no 1 HP. The heal's coming from Flakes, but it's still not enough, unfortunately. All the hooks miss. The EMP nades also miss. Vortex Charm at the last second does get a connection, though. Aiden does get a dunk follow-up with the Slug Wave onto Bao, doing a decent amount of damage onto Ash, but he's already healing that one up. Roof with no armor as well on less than half HP. They're up here holding ground really, really nicely for the moment. Maybe Bao looking for the final in now. There goes the Raw getting a 2-man connection, followed by the ulti. It's already been negated. Napalm's already been dropped by Tragedy, allowing with an extra bit of survival to force Orlando's off temporarily, along with the Spike Grenade. Akalinx now on 1 HP. Goes up through the north side through the anomaly. Gets a 2-man stun. Shroom pops the ulti, getting a nice chunky heal off at the last second. Flakes pops his own second wind as well. Atsu with 1 minute 5 seconds roughly left, but he's getting absolutely demolished by Akalinx actually getting the last kill there, but it was Ash doing the majority of the damage. ATK are finally outed. It is just 2 teams left. Trenzy goes in with the wide flank, gets hit by the battle gun, but dashes the dunk at the last second. Shroom is found dead. It is now a definitive 3v4, especially with the Wisp pickup happening by Orlando's taken down Aiden shortly afterwards. Blinks and Trenzy last alive. I'm assuming he had orb or something then. When he just managed to stay alive, I guess, with the Arcane Railgun connection. And he's potentially getting 1 kill, but actually does a very defensive napalm onto himself. which might be a good thing, you know, all things considered. If he tries to go for the 1v4, can maybe find some success, but the hook does get the connection. He's used everything in the tank. Even with the spike grenade, it's not enough. It's, oh man. There's elements of cinema there, but it still wasn't enough from Treadsy. And it is Bao taking game number 4.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Was that 16, 17, 19 kills for Bao.
Select your hunter.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
You are the drop leader.
정말 대단해요.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Game 5, Final Destination. Top side, you can see it just below Shards of Fate. We're seeing 4 teams drop on Cold Fang. I think one might be going for a Skyrats rotation on the bottom right. It looks like GG are probably going for that one. But the other 3 teams are definitely going to be contesting. Maybe it looks like there's another potential mirror at the last second. I'm not too sure. Let's see who it is. EV is just below them. So 3RP have to, dance between a myriad of teams now. But we've seen them survive much worse scenarios before. So I expect that to happen again in the specific region of the map. Tech Friends News, you're not wrong there, dude. Oh, looks like a bit of green on green balance to start things off. It looks like a second spike as well. MST have lost 2 members. It's looking a bit troublesome already. And the level 1s as well. Blink is probably cooked here. Might have to be the sacrificial lamb if he stays a bit too longer. He's trying to fight for any last scraps of XP, but Orlando's has gone for the wide 360 flank. He can maybe play in the win rings for a touch longer here. Maybe they continue the chase. Kai's also nice to well. Maybe a DC issue. Hopefully he can come back.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Oh, the spike grenade does get the connection, but Shichi's 1 HP. Can't even go for the reset. Blink is finally dead at the last second. MST with the super duper rough early game, and to start things off, as I was mentioning, it looks like 3RP are on top potentially, but they are on low HP. If Gecko does get the kill, it's now a level playing field. Even actually worse than that because they have lost Shrew as well. Mr. Chaos Gecko looking for the chase. So Acolytes keeps kiting backwards. They are back as a full 4-man, getting the backs in as well.
Enemy Oracle online.
It looks like they've been forced off pretty convincingly by SB. They picked up 3 armors as well, which is pretty nice to see. 3OP only picked up 1. GG have basically farmed the majority of Skyrats. I don't think they could even get to grind, to be honest. Sub are already there, taking the last remnants of mobs. We do see MTV relatively close to Hat as well. EV are relatively close to 3OP. They temporarily have the high ground. Now walking over, they get the Reap to start things off, followed by a couple of LMBs doing a decent amount of damage to Trenty along with the spin. The Vortex Shaman unfortunately misses. Crouch is on super low HP now. Maybe makes his way at the last second. Raxa probably bit off more than he could chew with this kind of overextended dash. Wasted quite a lot of time there. Levi's now in a very troubling situation. Split amongst the wallers. Aiden just get the nice little dunk at the last second, but the heals are still coming through the wall from Raxa. Just enough range to get the connections. And hopefully Raxa gets that mana back quickly enough, because he's going to be in a bit of trouble otherwise. The Arcane Railgun unfortunately misses as well. Levi is now holding his ground pretty nicely, acting as a temporary tank for EV, but now finally does die at the last second along with Crouch. EV are now in a very, very troubling predicament. It looks like Rex is getting that nice LMB dash tech in on that Zeph, but the zone is now closing in, which is making it a bit more troublesome. Vortex Charms are missing on both sides, and unfortunately right at the last second, Fancy does find Raxa. But they are able to, find enough space or time, which for the res, which I think will be coming in very soon. Hopefully, Ice can do it. He's popped the Sky Shark for that rotation onto Prisma, and it looks like it's going to be successful. Nice little Reap by Gecko to start things off. Spro now on the KP. Oof, another dunk to continue things as well. It looks like so many kills on the kill feed we're seeing. Flicking over to Bane Grove, we do see a massive fight unraveling here. MTV on their last legs, potentially Smold, getting absolutely chased on by a bow. They picked up a couple of kills already. It's just Dowd's the last alive. Already jumped up to the north side, it seems. We're looking at Hat as well on the north. They're going for maybe like that early free rotate, to be honest. If they, maybe they pop the UAV and we're just like, we could just play for placement on north side. No one's here, which is probably the right call, honestly. Oh my god, a lot of utility was used by SP there with no value acquired, unfortunately. The hook, the Reap as well. Oh, Deprek with that meaty punch. Unfortunately, doesn't result in a stun though, so 3OP still have a bit more breathing room, it feels like. But unless Trenzy can't fend his own, but it looks like Shroom's there to kind of guard him temporarily at the last second. Day 2 mob reset with that kind of mini lag, unfortunately. Aiden is unfortunately caught out by the trees. Money trees, of course. And I guess another armor pickup for SB. Or reset, let's say. We are seeing green violence again. Looks like Roof is still dead though, but they are able to probably get this kill, potentially onto a Train Enthusiast.
Warning, storm closing.
You're looking at Armor Sword in around 40 seconds. Orlando's just found that kill finally. A Damage Sword as well in about 35.
An enemy oracle is
The main
scanning.
question is, where do Bao want to go in this scenario? Once they get the res, they can. I assume they're going to go for this one because it's closer to their bonfire. 3OP are just temporarily running from MST, but I wonder if they're going to go for the turnaround. Arm's not looking too healthy. Actually, is nearly mirroring 3OP for the most part on the top side. SB are making their way into zone now, it looks like, as well. MTV are relatively close to Hat in this scenario. They're just waiting in the bush. Or they were for a split second, or getting their bison. Sorry, I apologise. I didn't see that there was no bushes there. Hachi just get the kill onto Ice.
Hatchlings have spawned.
Look down to the south side and see what's going on there. Looks like they got another pick. Calcio's found dead. But you see a potential train fight as well. I'm going to quickly flick over here and hope that this one doesn't fully turn into a fight. It looks like EV are forced away at MST at the last second. Hachi has to jump away at the last second. Or use this punch. One or more LMB will still the deal, but he's going to be able to kite here. Still, it's not enough, unfortunately. Flick up to the north side and see what's going on there. It looks like MTV are just about winning this fight. Cat Heist is still found dead. Prepper looking for the full finish.
Enemy oracle online.
We're looking at Al-Albani on the top side, going for the wide rotate for the res, which is going to be a nice, useful solution here. Milkony can probably get the back in as well, which he should probably do, to be honest.
Enemies have captured.
Oh, in fact, he never mind. He gets the kill onto Swold. Holy schmoly. Jin is also there behind him, though, so it's not too bad.
Enemies have have captured a soul.
You see MST and ED relatively close to each other as well. Okay, Rogue has already been used. Actually getting a nice little armor reset at the last second. Crouch unfortunately not getting the ulti connection. Second wind is popped to allow Levi to continue this chase potentially into Blink. Had your massive fight this time by Bow onto 3LP. Double napalm's already been popped, plus the mega ulti onto Aiden, potentially getting the catch out. Chichi just finally sealed the deal. 3LP are trying to get into Cobra if possible for the res. Battlegum is popped by Orlando's. I wonder if he's going to try some spin magic there, but oh, nearly hits the reap. He's got a couple of ideas up his sleeve, but unsuccessful nonetheless. 3LP are back. Hat's also back as a full 4-man. We're looking at Ardent Songbow just between MTV and Hats respectively. And just to the left of MTV, we do see MST now. They've rotated around a couple of biomes. A little bit under-leveled. Pepper nearly getting dunked there at the last second by Blink, but the nice mega damage coming out at the last second from Hachi, I believe. And let's see the bubble also being popped as well. Down to find again the kill onto Blink. Napalm's already been dropped as well. MTV are in a very troubling situation, but they do get at least one kill onto Hachi now. Maybe they get the 4 stacks onto Chaos to get the dash through, the dash reset. But the spin comes in from against Smold and +1 on MB. It's not enough. MST do take down MTV in this scenario, back as a full 4-man again, taking the boons that they've just taken from MTV. On the full south side, we do see GG in this scenario. Already lost Rhapsody. Spiderball gets at least one dunk to start things off. Squid dunk unfortunately misses by Spro, but it's a nice attempt nonetheless.
Enemy Oracle online.
Fatal Chain misses, but Gecko just hit his Reap at the very least. Stepbreak goes in with the punch. Spear gonna surely get this final kill. There we go. Oh, I've lost one member already. Jin already found dead. It looks like Alabani is unfortunately caught out here by 3LP. They just completely jumped on him, it feels like.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Oof, Calus does manage to survive that one. Oh, Hachi with the super duper clean punch, forcing away 3LP into a very sticky situation, but Shroom just get the second wind off at the last second, extending their survivability a touch further as Aiden tries to go for the dunk against Yasa, but Yasa kind of predicts the movement. The Battlegum also misses. Calcio sends it in with the laser beam. Actually taking down Aiden. Flash Frost is there. Shroom is also found dead. 3LP are in a very sticky situation now. It looks like Aklynx is jumping up to the north side. Treadsy is going to the right for the res. It looks like there's going to be ISO. Oh, super duper nice dunk to start things off by Sprokane. Jin also finds a kill onto Gecko at the same time. Very unfortunate not getting too much value with the hook there, but Orlando is probably going to get value onto the Jin, it looks like, with the Reap at the very least, along with Ash coming up from the top side. Looks like that wide circle unfortunately doesn't find any value. GG are back as a full 4-man now, which is good. 3LP also back as well as a full 4-man. Picked up 6 kills so far.
Meteor Beast incoming.
Looks like some are going to make their way down to the south side as well. Massive dunk plus slug wave plus a dash combo from along with Jin, absolutely demolishing at least one member, Shichi, from Bao. And Milkoni is trying to get the next one potentially here. They also take down Ash very convincingly, but of course Cobra is not too far away. Orlando's going for the instant dash up to the north side. We do see a couple of other teams there though. They're going to be a bit careful here. Alabani getting the back out at the last second as well. SB are now looking for the potential in onto Hat. Alabani is stuck being knocked in every direction, it feels like. Unfortunately spiked at the last second. It is Jin last alive now. Goes for the dash to the left side. Spider looks for the dunk, not at the threshold though, pops the E-plat, gets 3 stacks. I wonder if he's going to go for the full send here. Goes for the dash down to the south side, with the dash reset goes again down to the south side. Misses the dunk unfortunately. Has to pop the ulti, dashes up again to the top left hand side. Really nice movement here. Oh, and unfortunately SB do take down Hat 9th place, but still a nice set of combos coming in. Nice little sequence there.
Meteor beasts have landed.
On the top, we do see MST and 3LP trying to fight over the blink if possible. Okay, just trying his luck with a bit of a kind of a unpredictable hook with the dash forward. Rudis also finds a nice little kill there at the last second, but Shichi has also been aggroed by the Town Gods. Pops the nade bomb as well. He's really playing that PvE mode because it is night mode. He's just survived long enough, it feels like, with the Rampager to kind of get the extra heals along with the festering. And Shichi is res back again, back at Bao, back as a 4-man. Silver managed to hold their own for the moment.
Enemy Oracle online.
Oh, the massive mega mantle hook by Aiden, getting at least 1 kill onto MST. MST now have to jump ship, it looks like. Going up to, like, all the way around. It looks like actually sticking the res, which is not too far away. With the cook, it looks like. There goes the blink, which is picked up by Aiden. Oh, surgical snipe there by Shichi. Yes, just trying to get a bit of poke onto ATK, but can't do too much here either. Misty looking for round 2 against 3LP. There's a big aggressive set by Hachi. I don't know what that one was about, but Task gets a nice reap at least. Now MST have to be quite careful as SP are just behind them. They get a nice little dunk onto 3LP. We are seeing a wide rotation by 3LP. Oh, sorry, by MST, but 3LP are just mirroring it. Bao just beneath 3LP now. They're going to be careful themselves. Armors are going to be nice little pickups potentially for 3LP, but they can't even pick any up because now they have to fight against Bao. 3 or 4 red perks amongst them each.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
Oh, Sproken nearly gets the hook in. Spiderball trying to get the dunk if possible. Ash, unfortunately, also misses his dunk too. Rudis also finds a kill onto Kausk. Deadbreak gets a nice little kill onto Shichi as well. And MST are out in the midst of chaos. In this scenario, 8th place. You're seeing Eevee on the full left side as well, just completely chilling. 3LP are taking over the bonfire as well. Yeah, blast already used by Flashy. Tried to get the kill. Shichi's still aggro by the Town Guards. Have to try and make his way out. Oh, Huda still gets the kill though.
The Lava Baron has arisen.
Oh, Orlando's. Oh no! And he does straight afterwards to Hudis. Oh, nearly got the kill onto Yasser there, Broof. We're seeing a massive fight on the north side as well. As Broof actually gets the kill onto Hudis. Brokane kills Flakes at the same time. Actually getting major damage onto SB as well. But Flakes is found dead still, convincingly. Training Enthusiasts are looking for the res. 6 New just behind him. 3LP are now just looking down to the south side after finally killing 1 member of SB. SB look to jump up to the top left. They've got the res in the zone potentially they can go for. If Spro could maybe stuck it, but it's a lot of HP to lose unless he's got a cook. Bogcrush is being attempted by 3LP. It's going to be successful. Sub got the res back as a full 4-man.
Enemy Oracle online.
Yes, they're trying to get a bit of air blast magic. Oh, it's tried both ways. Orlando's also tried to do it too. Holy schmoly. Pops the ulti onto Gecko, getting a major amount of damage on him. Now he has to jump between Imorius' attack patterns to kind of avoid the damage. Deathbreak is found dead amidst the chaos. ATK waiting on the south side. Deathbreak might be healed by the orb at the last second. Getting insta-give straight after Aiden with the perfect dunk timing. Oh my god. Spear back again as a full 4-man. You'll see Spider will pick up Atsu straight off the bat as well. Deathbreak unfortunately goes in with the ultimate. Doesn't he find a connection. Flakes in a very, very troubling situation as well. Avoids the wrath of 3LP for the moment, temporarily. Training Enthusiast tries to go to the other island. Maybe has to go all the way down to Koba now. Sub will be waiting there. Yasa decides to do any damage. Oh, goes with the air blast. I wonder if he's going to go for a continued play there, but decides to not do anything more than that. Training Enthusiast has been aggroed now by the Town Guards. Very unfortunate situation for him there. We've seen that kind of full aggressive in by EV. They're getting major value, it looks like, as well, from that Wisp pickup. Levi continues to get that life still in whenever possible. Nice little knockaway by Crouch. Just forced SB in a very, very sticky situation now. And as the dunk comes in from Baroof onto Gecko. Also found dead. GG are also outed 7th place. And we are just left with Spider Ball for SB. picked up a crown in Cobras. End game, so he's going to be okay as well. I'm wondering if Sub are going to hunt this one down. They're going to be fine from air blast, unless they do like a chain air blast, like who this says like, yo, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and if Yas was there with the second one, that would have been so cool, but it's not enough, unfortunately. We are seeing a potential catch-up. Train Enthusiast is getting absolutely beamed here. Flash is looking for the, the finishing blow. Pops the ulti as well to try and catch up to and finally gets the kill. 80k are out in 6th place. Through up here trying to gatekeep like as much area as possible. As you do see Spider Ball trying to run up to the north side at the last second. Through up here, probably going to be seeing this. Rax is also down the north side along with Crouch. He's looking for the blink dunk. Oh, unfortunately mistimes it. Spider Ball also doesn't get his dunk. Oh no! And unfortunately SV are out in 5th place there. Crouch has picked up a crown. They're up here looking to maybe chase this one out. They can't stick the res, unfortunately. Trenty's applying way too much pressure. Oh, and Rax is taking absolutely mega amounts of damage. Hopefully he can survive this one. Dashes down to the south side. Bowels to recognize this and absolutely go for the chase. Raw's been popped on him as well. Along with the extra damage, EV are unfortunately out in 4th place. Boxer's attempt by a sub. Knocked away temporarily by Orlando's. Nuke is also dropped on sub. Pretty nicely positioned as well. It's forcing sub into a very sticky situation. And 3OP have just done the same thing to Bao as well, but they've got a couple of islands and E-Pass to chill on. There goes the nuke drop as well. Plus the hook. Nice little air blast to knock them away. Double napalm drop on both of the E-Plats. Hook pull in. Nice air blast by Flashy. Buys him a little bit of time though. Still not going to survive long enough. Rudis now last alive for sub. Getting knocked in. Oh, it actually knocks Acklinks into zone with the LMBs. Actually takes one member down from 3LP. Very, very damaging potentially to start things off. Rudis now goes down to the south side. If there is a shop, he can maybe look for a res, but I don't think there is one. Shrew is there trying to make sure that the cook is dead. Trenty is found dead amidst the chaos. Bao completely capitalized on this kind of temporary split there that Rudis has caused. Pops the roots plus the air blast. But the RMB is going to allow Ash to be safe in this scenario. Nuke has also dropped again. Shroom, 1 HP. Oh, the Vortex Charm plus second wind. Oh, if he had teammates there, he would have been able to do so much more. But Hudes is last alive. Gets the root. Gets at least one member here. Dashes up to the north side. Is he going to do the crazy 1v3 play? He's getting absolutely shredded though by Orlando's. There goes the reap. Oh, unfortunately the spin does seal the deal. That is Bao taking game number 5. Ending off with what? 24, 30, 33 kills. Again, a monster game.
Select your hunter.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
You are the drop leader. Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Yo, what's up, Ash? What's up, Shichi? If you guys can hear me, hopefully you can. Just waiting for the ad break to be over, then I can get on with Game 6. Yo, welcome back, everyone. Game 6 has just begun. We're looking at Final Destination, almost on Scav Bay. SB looking to get completely free pickings, uncontested as well. It looks like Sub are being potentially forced out by Hat in this scenario, going up to the north side. MTV have dropped relatively close to MST in this scenario. NMG already found dead, unfortunately. Dowdzer might be the next victim if Blink goes in for the full chase, but Dowdzer is holding his own ground for now. Spike Grenade has forced away at least one. We've seen the physics engine in full effect, it felt like there. Reef actually finds a kill onto Aiden as well. Ash has got those the free trees to continuously escape here. It looks like he's found enough of a distance created by himself to get out of town. Unless he goes for the mob steal. Oh, he's playing super cheeky, bro. Oh, it's illegal. It feels very illegal that he's doing that. MST are probably going to be able to get the soul for free unless MTV have something to say about it, but I don't think they can be able to get in there in time. As Kausk just get basically full comboed by Smallwood, gets the double dash down to the south side at the last second, but gets spiked, unfortunately. If his team was there, it could have felt like a coordinated attack, but that just didn't happen. Ash just found a kill, at least onto one, it looks like, as Bao looked to jump up onto Sub.
The storm is closing. Enemies have captured a
Root unfortunately misses, who this is, continuously getting those NMBs onto Baruth. Looking for the hook.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
He's really trying to force him off if possible. Who this is now, maybe a bit off more than the Centurion combustion state. Tries to pop the roots, but unfortunately he's found dead. This guy was playing with fire continuously. We are seeing the Sub completely split there, so they are going to be able to get this result for free.
Enemies have captured
It looks like
a soul.
80k went for the slow rotate as well for the books. So they're going to have, of course, the early level 7s. And they could potentially jump on MTV in this situation too, if they take too long here. But they'll probably have the vault cracked before they can even pop level 7. Looking from the outskirts, seeing what's going on. We're looking at MST trying to take the vaults, but SB are there rapidly. The phase steal chain just connect to start things off. Again, the wraparound connection plus a bunch of LMBs, and they've already picked up at least one kill potentially here, unless there's a crazy escape by Blink. But we are seeing a massive follow-up through from Gecko, Spider Brawl, and Kausk, and Deptbrek respectively. Everyone is trying to chase everyone, it feels like. That Kausk has found a Skyshock at the last second, able to escape. On the top right side, we're looking at Bao. Maybe getting some more kills here, potentially onto MTV. Small goes with the aggressive dash through, triple dash through, nearly getting the connection. If he did, it might have been a potential kill there onto Shichi, but it was unsuccessful. And unfortunately, Bao do take down MTV last place. We are seeing about 3 to 4 teams here on Underut though, so everyone has to be a bit careful here. As SB, unfortunately, Deptbrek misses the punch onto Kausk. Cuba's bought himself enough space to get out of town, but Kausk might be getting completely comboed here. Already pops the spin for an extra bit of survivability. Dashes through the wall as well. SB are going to be hot on the heels. He's got the win rings to play with. Face to chain misses. The dunk also misses by Spro. And Kausk will be full HP if this fight continues here, but now he's in combat again, unfortunately, so live gear to be cooked. Oh, even with the spin, it wasn't enough. We are looking at Sub as well, and 80k relatively close to each other. It will be day 2 soon, so 80k can, they're trying to look for the level 7s if possible. On Prisma Force, we're seeing a massive fight unraveling here as well. MST and SB respectively. Alabali trying to get some potential spikes in if possible on the ledge, but can't really get too much value. Skyshock has just been blown up, so everyone's kind of moving over to the right, it feels like inadvertently. SB are desperately trying to fight for the mobs, but SB Might have overextended their welcome, it feels like, as MST at least get 1 kill. Spro also misses the hook onto Spider, also can't get the Wisp either. It's going to pick it up a little bit late here. MST are able to capitalize continuously upon this one because of that.
Oracle is scanning.
Obviously, MST do recognize this, and they try to stop the Wisp Res, but are going to be unsuccessful unless they can get some major chaser potential here. So that they can take the train rotate if they need to. Oh, and Spro actually gets the kill onto Kausk. Actually gets the punch to knock off that break just temporarily, but he's going to be able to get reunites with the train again. Spro unfortunately misses the dunk this time. Enemies are being sent in by Blink, trying to get as much damage as possible. Ulti's been popped by Hachi. Trying to chase his old teammate if possible, but I think Spro's got just enough distance to get out of town. We're looking at teleportation dropping to the ground very, very soon. Kuba's managed to survive the onslaught of damage potentially coming his way from Bao, but I don't know if he can last too much longer here. He's used every single tree known to man. And finally gets spiked up the last second. It literally felt like he was playing 8th Escape, man. If you guys have played that game, you know exactly what I mean. Holy. And you see 3OP now walking over to GG in this scenario. Beat's gone with the aggressive stun so far, but paid for it with his life, getting dunked by Aiden. Shroom is holding his own against GG, has to nail it back at the last second. 3OP just waiting for cooldowns before they're going for their second, I assume, onto GG. And we are looking at the Zardo, also looking, you know, going towards the broken res. SB have the same sort of idea. And he just doesn't care that Gecko's there. He feels like he just get the reaping at the last second. Looks like Gecko's looking to kind of troll him potentially a little bit here. Spins him away as well. He's like, dude, get off it. Holy. Aklunks also takes down Rhapsody at the last second. Shroom also taking down Courageous. Just one more member left for GG. Hopefully they can get out in this scenario. It is Lizardo, of course. Looking to stick this res now. Maybe it worked out in their favor, to be honest. Unless 3OP want to try and stop this one. Have to back as a full 4-man again. Oh, and they do get one dunk to start things off. Cat Heist getting their credit there onto Beru of all people. Trinity's just looking for any potential pickings here. Starts off on Orlando's, gets the slug wave, but Orlando's manages to dash through 6 Bastionoons there with the reinforcements, along with the rest of his team for the LMBs. Orlando's dashes to the left-hand side, has managed to escape. We are seeing a massive fight also unraveling here. Sproutable Ching on the left-hand side. Wisp is completely finished on 3OP side from that nice little R&B knock.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Ash seems to have managed to escape from 80k as well, it seems. Trying to fight over the res, but can't do too much more. Have to jump ship now. Oh, if that spike grenade connected, that could have been crazy. Resonating Idol is spawning in around 50 seconds, along with Air Soul.
An enemy oracle is scanning. The storm is closing.
Bao have obviously multiple opportunities to back in different areas. They're back as a full 3-man. They're actually going to back surely. I'm wondering which way they're going to go top left again into this arena for more XP. Makes sense. Day 3 mob resets, of course. So we're now looking for the jumping onto Hat. Dash and ulti pop by Cat Heist at the most opportune moment. Has brought him just enough time to kind of escape here. And now Cassius sends it in with the ulti, doing a major amount of damage to Jin here. Trying to feather in Abyss as long as possible. Gets the dash down to the south side. Still spiked though, unfortunately. As a sub look to completely get the kill onto Milk Honey just afterwards. Chilling in zone for a bit, taking an extra bit of burn damage. Gets spiked at the last second. So sub completely capitalised on this one, but are met by GG now. The Raw instantly getting the connection. Just a couple of LMBs and a spin, but Cassia does manage to make it out there with the kind of charged LMB plus the Mortar doing an extra bit of damage to GG. The Root also connects by Hudis, doing even more damage. Again, Cassia does manage to escape. Looks like it's going to be okay. Oh, he kind of scuffed the movement there, unfortunately, with the kind of mantle. And now he's probably cooked here. Ah, super unfortunate. We see another fight on the top left-hand side. Let's quickly flick over there and see what's going on. Looks like 3OP in a bit of trouble. Bao already picking up 1 kill. As a 3OP look to kind of rotate around this one. Shroom in a bit of trouble there. Pox the Vortex Charm and the dash up to the top right hand side to kind of reunite this team. Even with a couple of heals and the primer, it's not enough. Aiden might be the next victim here. Treddy just dashes down to the south side. The Skyshock Explosion might have been enough for them to survive here. That Hat also get outed 9th place. She's desperately looking for the kill, along with potentially Sub as they're back again as a 4-man. There's not many res options, to be honest, just looking on the minimap. But I've lost their booth there, Mr. Chaos. GG look to capitalize on this. Hopefully Greed doesn't get spiked, but does, in fact, by Ash. So they can maybe turn this around in their kind of 3v3 now. Courageous has lost the armor and missed the exchange as well. Nice little spike grenade connection, but they can't really capitalize on that spike grenade extra damage. There goes Ash with the ulti pop along with the Beyblade spin. Rhapsody, just narrowly avoids getting dunked there. But it does get reaped in onto the onto Solid Ground temporarily. Killed by Shichi right at the end. You're hearing a box rush, so Bruce is going to be back there straight afterwards. On the bottom right side, you're looking at BK Rewind, and just below that, looking at ATK and MST having a massive fight here. Got major damage onto 6past so far in this exchange, but they are going to be able to heal up all the damage without issue. MST are a little bit wounded in respect to armors, but they might be looking for another round 2 potentially. Link tries to bait a bit of damage there. Hachi tries a little bit of a punch, but unfortunately he doesn't get the damage that he wanted to. Already found turn into a wisp. MST now look to jump ship. Treasure's still alive. Not anywhere to go really. There's a crown not too far away. He can't jump on the train either. On the bottom left hand side we do see Levi last alive for EV. I feel like I've seen this a couple of times before. Trying to fight his best against SB. The ulti unfortunately scuffs from a depth break. Maybe that's a window there. Levi's 80 strafing pretty nicely here, but I think his window of opportunity has now expired. EV are now outed 8th place. You're looking at Sub as well. Temporarily split. We do see one member on the north side. Who dis?
A meteor beast has landed.
Trying to dance and feather against Bao, looking for some crazy spikes if possible. Rudis is trying to get the heals in as long as possible. Gets the roots connection, is able to maybe get one spike, pops the E-Put though, guaranteeing his survival. And it looks like they're just chasing this one to the end of the earth, it feels like, against the Battlegun play. Even with the Air Blast, I don't think it's going to be enough. But yep, they got the connection. Dash up to the north side, it's still not enough, so Sub finally lose one member. The guys are just trolling at this point, holy schmoly. It was a cool sequence though, but come on. MST are considering picking up this crown, or they can look for the res. Hachi's chilling in bush just temporarily. Kausk is trying to stick it, but SP are there waiting, so this was probably the perfect moment for Kausk, or MST in general, to kind of at least test the waters. Kausk has hopefully made his way out though, but there is an aggressive continued chase by SP. At the last second you do see them kind of spin around, do a 180. Nice little dunk to start things off against Flashy Frost by Aiden. Death Bricks there with the reinforcements do major damage. The Fist of Chain also connects into Spider Ball, but he does a 180 kind of dunk. Super clean play by Aiden. Oh, and the auto just get the spike from Death Brick onto Aiden.
The lava baron
It was just Shroom and Aklink's alive respectively. Aklink's chilling on the top left hand side. 35 seconds left on his crown. We did see Bao and ATK having a long fight for a prolonged period of time. They already lost Flakes as well amidst that fight, it looks like. Oh, and Aklink's anyway, but here, there's no way they got... That happened, bro. Hachi's able to get at least 2 kills there from that one. How convenient. 6past maybe has to rewind or something. He's running out of options, it seems. And Bao do get the kill finally, so they're going to be absolutely red-perked out of the wazoo. ATK are outed 7th place. We are looking at Orb of Revival in about 30 seconds. Oof, the OP do get the res off at the last second on the train tracks, but they're taking a significant amount of damage. Of course, they have no armors as well. They really need to scurry away as fast as possible and as safely as possible. Which I think they've successfully done as Bao look to avert the rise potential into SP temporarily. That nuke has dropped. You know, caused a bit of caution there for SP, but they navigate that situation fine, it seems. As Calcio finds at least 1 kill onto a Kuba Sub, finds another kill, Hudis, onto Kausk, and MST are unfortunately outed in the blink of an eye by Sub, super convincingly it felt like as well. And the root hits the connection from Hudis. Spider Ball was glitched there for a prolonged period of time. Depth Break gets the kill onto Calcio. Weird spike interaction. Or it felt like it at least. Spurs looking to continue the chase potentially onto sub, but they've jumped up to the north side, looks like, for a sneaky escape. Oh, Deathbrick again with the super nice clean lead-up punch, getting this 2-man stun. Rizaldo 1 HP, already found rooted and dead shortly afterwards. Rhapsody's trying to pop the Fury onto SB to force him down to the south side, and that's forced him to actually get hooked by Aiden this scenario with the Vortex Charm as well. Plus finding a kill onto Deathbrick straight off the bat. They're able to stick this res though. They can't really go for a full in, it seems, because there's so many teams around them. The second hook unfortunately misses. Oh shit! You're getting the spike onto GG, losing one member, especially with the reset on the Arcane Railgun. Nuke is also dropped against SB to lose the bonfire. Oh, Shroom trying a bit of magic there with the air blast, nearly catching their Deathbrick off guard there. On the right hand side, just to the right, we're looking at SB and Bao. Subbing a bit of a sticky situation. Crate just finds at least one nice little clean pick. Yasser's managed to dash through SB, hopefully for a prolonged period of time. Looks like he's done it successfully. And Bao there waiting. Oof, major damage coming in. On the other side, looks like Spur's already found dead though. They pick up the Wisp for an extra bit of the passive proc. They find Gecko shortly afterwards. That's a rewind pickup now for Bao. They've got all of the Infinity Stones, it feels like, every single game. About to go and just get the connection from Baruf. Oh, he missed the cinema play. But Orlando's does seal the deal on Orlando's right nonetheless. And Ash takes down Yasser as well. It's just who this lasts alive with the stealth perk. On the bottom left hand side, we are seeing a res drop from SB to get all members back. Crown is no longer needed. There's a nice little soul pickup from SB as well. I'll look to go for more free kills here, potentially if possible. Gecko's found dead shortly afterwards. Spurkin has picked up a crown, 1 minute 25. He's hit by the spike grenade plus a couple of LMBs. Deathbrick unfortunately scuffs the ulti as well. He's dead shortly afterwards. Really, really unfortunate set of circumstances. 3OP also in a very, very sticky situation. Booth tries to dunk from the top rope but doesn't get any value, unfortunately. Treadsy gets a decent amount of value so far, kind of in this narrow corridor, getting healed up by Shroom constantly. Booth just get the dunk at the last second. He got his revenge, but Aiden's looking to get his revenge himself. This crazy secret. There's no way that sequence just happened with the E-plat dunk. Oh no. Shroom is found dead shortly afterwards. Akalinks now. And Treadsy on the right hand side. There is Orb of Revival which you could maybe look to kill, which would take him forever though. Or we can look for a res on the bottom side. Ash looking to get some major damage potentially onto SB. Hook doesn't get the connection from Spro. SB jumping up to the north side. Oh, really nice hook prediction from Baruf, catching on Deathbrick mid ulti cast. Like you didn't see that one that often, to be honest. Oh my god, again, this time by Spro. They still got the rest because they're the little cook stick, which is really nice though. So SB in a bit of trouble now because of that.
Enemy Oracle online.
Ash can't get the dunk onto Spro. He manages to jump down to the bottom right hand side. Of course, SB can now go for Orb of Revival if they wanted to, but SB Sub are there now. They're going to be a bit careful. 3OP are just below them. They got the rest stick. Pretty stuck bottom right, it seems, with their own res. Seeing another res attempt by SB. They get the stick again. Even with the crown pickup, they don't need it. There's a couple of armor resets as Spider-Ball tries to go for the dunk onto Baruf. Gets the mantle though. Has enough HP to be honest as well. Try and go for my last sip of drink if possible before the next fight starts. Never mind, the hook comes in. This napalm also comes in as well. Batagum also gets the connection, but Aiden doesn't manage to capitalize off of it. Shichi trying to get some poke in from the spike grenade at the last second, but can't really extract the value. There's another hook to start things off with the dunk down into the napalm, and there's a massive aggressive send in by Ash, getting so much damage into 3LP. Followed by Orlando's, of course, with the reinforcements. It looks like Bao decided to stop the chase at the last second. Shroom just get a double Vortex Charm connection. Manages to jump around a couple of different teams. Gets also dunked as well. It's Aiden Oh, Acklink somewhere on the map, on the bottom left, it looks like, now fighting for his survival. For his team, hopefully he can do it. There is a bush down there, but if SB see it, he's in trouble. I think they've seen it, yeah. Just looking at the body language, you can tell. But Acklink does manage to jump up. If he's got an E-plat or something, if he's got a shop... Wait, how much money does he have? 600. He's scuffed. Oh, he's in such trouble now. Unless he can pull off some sort of miracle. Jump blast, flash frost. He missed the R&B. Oh. If he has an E-plat now, he's chilling. Oh no, but Yas has got the magic to follow the chase up. It's looking very, very problematic. Oh my god, he does manage to survive still. He's got the wind rings. Oh, the mortar, the napalm. And now he's donated another kill to Bao again of all people. They've picked up so many kills again. They're in the 30 mark for sure. $35 so far, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Lurox, bro. It's fucking insane, dude. They had like I think 2 or 3 like 30+ kill games. Oh, nice little potential catch out, but Bruce somehow gets the value. That was such a weird interaction. I guess the hook back by Spro. Napalm drop. Spider-Rush trying to get the send in. He's doing a major amount of damage onto Baruf, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, finally found dead. Ulti's been popped. Spider-Rush has managed to reunite with his team. Yohing a res pop as well. It's going to be successful. There we go with the cook. So him pulling up to the top right hand side for the next. Ash looking to go for the aggressive in onto SB to start things off. They get the spin and the hook connection. Dunk, mega damage coming in already from on both sides. It feels like Gecko already actually finding the kill onto Ash. They managed to survive for so long already. Orlando's trying to get the kill if possible. Can't even pop the rewind, so actually dead. So SB come out on top in a major way. Wow, are in major trouble now from this one. Did he have rewind or he just didn't pop it? I couldn't tell if he was just waiting till the last second. That fight was so chaotic to watch. Maybe he already popped it before. Oh, Ash tries to get the dunk potentially onto some of the members of sub. Yeah, nice little air blast plus Octagon connection. Baruf actually getting dunked by Spro. And the shit is probably going to be toasted very, very shortly afterwards. Tries to survive as long as possible. Now, maybe donating this kill to Hoodis. Sub managing to last an extended period of time, it feels like. Oh, but Deborah gets again another crazy punch. Ash is there on the south side looking to pull off some magic if possible. In the zone, can he get in? Oh, it's not enough. It's just Orlando's last alive, chilling in bush. Surely they checked this bush. Surely. There we go, there's the raw pop. And everyone is going to be jumping on Orlando's now. And that's SB taking game number 6, ending it off with like 25 kills if I'm not mistaken. Crazy work. And that concludes today's scrims. If you were to take a guess, who do you think won today's scrims, Smile? The point score is going to be like a 100-point difference again, I imagine. But yeah, man, Bao are popping off, bro. SB also doing pretty well, actually. I actually like this formation they have is cool. Obviously, I assume that Shin is still playing. I don't think he's like stopped. He's just busy or something. That's my guess. But that was hopefully good practice for everyone. I also just to say, I don't know if there's going to be qualifiers tomorrow. I have absolutely no idea. I might not be able to cast them as well. I just don't know. So I'll try and find out if I can. But yeah, I have no idea, unfortunately, guys. And yeah, it doesn't really make sense because we have it's a draft tournament, right? So I don't really know what that's going to look like with quals. You know, hopefully we'll get a bit of a confirmation in the coming maybe hours from some of the tournament organizers. But only time will tell. Yo, what's up, Baby Luke's as well? GG's, bro. But yeah, my voice is absolutely super sore. So if I have to cast tomorrow, I'm going to have to try and make it through that one as well, which is going to be extra damaging. But thanks everyone for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed today. Have an amazing rest of the day. Thanks again, Shishi, for the subs. And I will catch everyone maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Peace.